Testing. All right. You can cut out that other.
Hey, yo, aim. Yeah. Run it up, Blondo.
Hey, see y'all from Texas, where we sit riding swangers and put diamonds in our neck.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Doc Holiday. We are back with another HBCU tonight, powered by HBCU Overdrive. Make sure, again, as always, make sure that you like the stream. Like the stream, share, comment, but first of all, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit everything. Hit the notification bell to get everything HBC Overdrive. Y'all know it's been a minute. I'm gonna say I've been in hibernation. So been resting and doing, just resting, working. Relaxing. I already know we had, little snow, ice here in Dallas. But it's I've been chilling, other than that, and just kind of making sure everything is fine. Excuse me. A little tired, but that comes with the territory. And what's going on, Miss Natasha? How you doing? And get this set up right here. I'm not gonna be on here too long, but we are going to talk. We are going to talk about two main things. We are going to talk about SWAC basketball action, which it is heating up. Pretty much almost to the midway point of SWAC basketball season. And then, of course, we're going to go ahead, we're going to go and talk about that good old schedule that just dropped this morning, like a bad habit. We'll go ahead and talk about that. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to go ahead, hit this good commercial break. Be right back in just a minute. Stay tuned. It's your boy Doc Holiday. Become a subscriber on HBCU Overdrive on YouTube, and you can follow me on all social media platforms at HBCU_Overdrive on Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me on TikTok at Holiday1925 and on Facebook under my real name, David E. Smith Douglas. Also, when you become an exclusive family member, you get all the membership perks. You get all the exclusive members only videos, early access to new videos, member shout outs, and members only live chats. And also you can get birthday shout outs on here and win member when you become a subscriber. You can also hit the donation to the Cash App at HBCU
Overdrive, you can hit the PayPal, David Smith 1925, and you can hit the Zelle, David E. Smith 30 at gmail.com. Remember, all proceeds go towards the channel, not the pocket.
All right, we are back. Yeah, we go ahead and give a round of applause up in here. We'll go ahead and we up in here, we chilling today. But first and foremost, yes, I am staying warm. Actually, today was like 52 degrees here in Dallas. It was like 52 degrees here, even though it was cold as a polar bear toenails this morning. But I stay warm. I stay warm. What's going on, Mr. Chuck? And what's going on, Pop? But anyway, man, first and foremost, 35 degrees in Miami. Woo. I don't see how y'all do it down there. I do not see how y'all do it down there. That's cold. Now, I do got some friends that stay up north. So I'm in Chicago. It says like 12, 13 degrees up there. I don't see how. I don't see how that go down like that. Anyway, oh, there you go, Mr. Ford. While Mr. Ford comes up here, and we'll go ahead and talk about basketball and stuff. I want to go ahead and drop this news. This news came out Friday, man. Friday night. The owner and creator of Swisher House, the man who was in charge, who developed Chopped and Screwed, not just Screwed, but Chopped and Screwed, DJ Michael Watts, passed away Friday night at the age of 52 years old from complications of heart health conditions. But this is a legend and pioneer in Texas and music, hip hop history right here. What's going on, Mr. Ford? How you doing?
Hey, yeah, I had got the news too about that DJ from now he's Houston, right?
Yeah, it's Houston, Texas. Michael Watts.
Yeah, that's right. What they call him? 5,000 watts.
5,000 watts.
yeah, I did hear that too.
Yeah, but he left. Let's see, he leaves behind his wife.
Yeah.
They was married for a long time. 5 kids, 2 grandkids.
I saw a Christmas picture with his chip. They all of them had on their pajamas together. I saw a picture of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My condolences to his family.
Yeah. So that kind of hurts in here in Texas. So just getting that news, it was surprising to me when getting that news.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, brother.
Yeah, but we are back. We here. I've been hibernating, man. I've been hibernating. I ain't been watching
need
nothing.
to do that sometime. Yes.
I was last weekend. I was stuck in the house. I was like, you know what? I'm not doing anything. I'm gonna watch. I left work early Saturday morning, and then getting home, and then it just started last Saturday, and it just started coming down. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna rest and then watch football, and then that's all I did for the whole weekend. I didn't even get to go to the Shrine Bowl.
Now the Shrine Bowl, is that California? Where is that?
It was here in Frisco this year.
Okay, because is that the one in Palo Alto?
Is that what used to be in Palo Alto all the time? Yes.
That's right. Yeah, I remember that. That's an old one. The Shrine game was a big game from way back.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I didn't get the chance to go because I'm like, if I couldn't get to work myself, why you think? How would you think I would get up to Frisco and it was still ice out there?
Oh yeah, I didn't do nothing. Listen, man, we had the ice last week. Then we got a little snowflakes this week. But my sister told me that they got like 10 inches, I think, Saturday in Charlotte. They got 10 inches up there. And I think they got some more. I don't know what they got today, but I think they got a little something today.
Yeah, I've seen that. I seen some. I seen a couple of some videos. I think I seen one from Timona with Braston playing in the snow and snow coming down. But yeah, hey, I'm look, anything like that. It feels like 21 where I was stuck in the house for a whole week. Me and my mom was stuck in the house for a whole week. And didn't go nowhere. My mom was thinking that she was getting ready to go to work the next day, and I look at her like, you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
you might well stay right here, plop yourself on the couch with the TV, get you some food, because we're gonna be here for a minute.
I know. Now, Doc, did you reveal the schedule yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. Because that's what I wanted to hear. I want to listen. I'm gonna tell you what I saw today. It was real funny, man. It was these Jackson State players. They were going to the movie theater.
The movie theater, yeah.
Yeah, and it was really good. They was getting their stuff, and then at the end of the video, G pops up.
That surprised me right there.
I like that. I like whoever did that. I like. They got a sense of humor, man. They got a sense of humor. And G on there talking all kind of trash. The boys looking at him. Oh man.
Yeah, that was interesting. I
like that one.
Whoever came up with that one, I'll give them kudos to that.
Yeah,
right?
Man. Me too, man. Because that's man. All of a sudden I saw G. They was like, what? And he was G too, talking all kind of trash.
But before let's get to this, we got Alcorn in the house. Let's talk about this. He's back.
Oh, yeah.
He back in Montgomery.
Yeah, man.
He said this is last year. Might well make it count. Spin the block.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah. I told Mr. Mona the status quo for me was next year it's a rematch between Jackson State and Prairie View. But this right here throws all that off, man. Because this boy right here, he'll wreck the status quo, man. He will wreck it, bro. So I had thought, it's going to be a repeat next year, but I don't know.
And the thing about it is the fact that now, Chris Barnett, he's gone.
Yeah, he's at Central.
He's North Carolina Central.
Yeah.
I don't see. Eddie Robinson Jr. pulled another coup in getting Tony Hull out of Pine Bluff.
Yeah, I think so too, Doc. I do too, man. He knows the SWAC. He's familiar. And the other thing Tony's going to do, Tony will add, the recruiting is at a high level, but he's going to add, he's going to make that recruiting better. Because he has a lot of connections himself. And Bama State is in really good shape, man. They're in good shape, man.
Just seeing that, I'm like, you know what? Hey, somebody ain't playing. somebody ain't playing and they looking to run it back, I think you're gonna see a little bit more with you'll see a little bit more with Tony Hull, like passing the ball.
Oh yeah. I was impressed with his offense coordination down at Pine Bluff. I like what I saw. I saw, like everybody said, he was doing a great job at Grambling, and then Hugh took it from him. You know, you've seen Alabama State schedule? Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it. I'm
it's
gonna pull.
Doc, it's a Showtime schedule. They open up the 0 week with Southern in Birmingham. I mean, they got a Showtime schedule, bro. They Hollywood, bro. They opening up with Southern. They got FAMU for homecoming. They got Jackson coming into Montgomery. They got Prairie View coming into Montgomery. Oh, they got a big time schedule, man. They got a big, man, listen, I'm going to try to make if I can, I want to go to Birmingham and see them in Southern. You know I want to see them in FAMU. That's their homecoming. That's going to be a pack house, man. That might be a sellout.
Well, that's their homecoming.
Yeah, that's their home, and it's early. It's like October 10th, I think. Then they got Jackson coming. They got Prairie View coming.
Yeah, I know we coming towards the end of the season too.
Yeah, but that's still gonna be a big game, bro. That's gonna be a monster game. Because that game last year between Jackson and Alabama State, to me, was the best game in black college football. That was the game for black college football last year.
Oh yeah, I'd say that.
Yeah, I thought that, and it was Jackson's homecoming too. In the vet with all them people?
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, that was the best game of the black college season, man.
Yesterday, them Tigers from North Louisiana made their way over to Jackson. It was a split between the women. Jackson State women defeated Grambling. And then on the marquee game, which is kind of started late, the men's game ended in a 3-point affair for Grambling. For Grambling to have a team like that talented, I think it should be, they should be a little bit up there. And with Jackson struggling on the inside, they struggle on the inside on the men's side. They kind of took full advantage of that. On the women's side, I'm trying to figure out what type of miracle that we had up in there, because with the team that we got right now and what's been going on with the team, it should have been. I thought it could have been curtains, but we go out there, we pulled it off. Also, Bethune-Cookman. Bethune-Cookman is doing damage in the SWAC, sitting at the top of the conference. And what's going on with what they got going on, and naming Reggie Theus direct vice president of athletics. If that's the case, he might be looking to find an actual AD. They trying to find an actual AD if they gonna keep, he got too many hats.
Well, I'm gonna say it. I'm a big fan of Reggie Theus when he was a player at UNLV and at Chicago Bulls. But the thing that I'm impressed with Bethune-Cookman men's program is they're playing 10 players every night, and each player is getting double-figure minutes. And That is really good, man. And to me, that's why they're gonna run through the regular season, and that's why they're gonna dominate the tournament. Now, I think the tournament is gonna be really good,
Yep.
but they have to go in. They will definitely be the number one seed because the way he's playing, that strategy he's using, playing 10 players, all the players get double figure minutes and all of that, man, they're gonna be hard to beat, man. Bethune is gonna be hard to beat. Now, as far as Jackson is concerned, I'm saying this, and I know some people might disagree with me. They got too much scoring on Ruffin. And what's his name? Is it Ruffin?
Yeah.
Okay, like yesterday, he scored 38 points, but the next person only had 12, and then nobody else was in double figures. You can't win big games like that. It ain't gonna happen. Because what them teams are gonna do, they're gonna make Ruffin play defense, and they're gonna tire him out. Because that's when I coach basketball, that's the main thing we always looked at the stat sheet. Who is the leading scorer? Who's the leading rebound person? Who's the leading assist person? And we came up with a game plan, especially for the scorer. We were going to take him out. We were going to double team him. And whoever the leading rebounder was, we were going to double team him. Whoever the point guard was, we're going to put 3 and 4 people on them. So I'm kind of shocked at, and you kind of hit it on the head. I was surprised that coach didn't go and get a better caliber big men to play with Ruffin. Because you got to remember, Ruffin's a McDonald's All-American. You're supposed to go to these Power 4 schools and sell to them kids who's sitting on them benches, come to Jackson and play with this Ruffin kid. This is a McDonald's All-American. And the thing that was embarrassing was the way they were blown out by Bethune-Cookman down there in Daytona. That was embarrassing. That was, I think it was like an 85, what was it, 85-40? What was the score of that game?
It was 85-48.
Yeah, I thought that was embarrassing. I thought it was totally embarrassing.
That was
so I'm just saying, you can't win the big games. One got 38, next to him is 12, and then everybody else got 4 and 5. You ain't gonna win no big games like that. Basketball is about balance, especially on the collegiate level. You need to have at least 3 people in double figure scoring. It's what they call balanced scoring. That's how you win.
Yeah.
Not no one man, because I'm telling you what they're gonna do to it. I'm telling you what they're gonna do to it. They're gonna listen. They're gonna take Ruffin out the game by isolating and making him play defense against guards 6'5" and 6'6". You'll see. You'll see.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're gonna do to him. But now the other
What's going on, Chuck? How you doing?
Chuck, the other thing that I want to say for Grambling is getting better every week. Now Grambling's gonna be a threat in that tournament. I really like Grambling's coach for the men.
Yes.
They're gonna be a threat. Now, Grambling is gonna get as good as his recruiting get, because the guy can coach. Ain't no doubt about that. The guy can coach. But if they are able to bring some really talented kids to Grambling under this guy, listen, the sky's gonna be the limit, man.
Yeah, it's and I like, his philosophy, because he does more of an analytics.
Yeah.
But he's gonna get some more scoring in. I think he's gonna be of course, let's see, Bethune-Cookman. To me, like I said, when they fully turned it on when Dr. Bradley was clear to he was clear to play.
That added to the team. You're right. That's right. And he's an athlete too, man. He's an athlete, brother. He's a dominant athlete.
They defeated Alabama State last night, 69-54. Arkansas Pine Bluff defeats Valley, 78-70. Alcorn with a victory over Southern yesterday.
And that's who's got me.
78-73.
That's who's got me frustrated. Is Southern. Southern to me is underachieving. I'm gonna be honest with you. With what Coach was bringing back down in Baton Rouge, I thought Southern would either be 1, 2, or 3. But for them to be, I think Southern is what, 4 and 5. What's Southern's record in the conference?
4 and 4 right now in the conference.
That's underachieving for Southern. Because last year, Doc, I told y'all, Southern was my pick last year to win the SWAC tournament. The men, I thought Southern was going to win it. I really did. Not Alabama State, not Jackson, Southern. From watching them during the regular season, I thought last year they would win the tournament.
Then Prairie View took out Texas Southern yesterday, 85-78. And FAMU loses to Alabama A&M 72-65.
Yeah,
that was in Huntsville right there.
Okay.
Watch that.
Now, like you said, it's pretty much, other than, I'm really, to be honest with you, other than Mississippi Valley, every team is going to be competitive. I look at the Valley team is going to be competitive too, just because of just night in, night out, they giving teams issues and fits, but it's not translating to wins. But yeah, that is in SWAC action. And then, like I said, we just got, for conference, this season, everybody's going to be in the conference tournament this year. So that's
going to make it great. I love that. Oh, I love that. I just love the fact that everybody gets a chance to play in the tournament. Oh, I love that. Man, that's a step up for us. I didn't like that stuff and that thing about playing at your gym and then you come to the tournament. I didn't like that. I like this where everybody gets a chance to play at the tournament.
Said Dante Jackson, the best coach in the SWAC. I think he's one of them, but
he's really good.
Right now,
he left Grambling in great hands. Patrick Query's there keeping it going after with Dante Jackson left. Graham's very fortunate to get another great coach.
Yeah. Doc, I'm gonna come back. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Okay. I think he's one of the better coaches in the SWAC, but he's not Reggie Diaz.
No, Diaz is loaded at Bethune-Cookman.
Reggie Diaz is he's doing what he's doing, man, and the second half of the conference schedule, looks even better for him. So I'm thinking that he's gonna be what it is. Now I want to get Mr. Ford's opinion about this. While we still on college basketball, the issue, the situation that was at Morehouse yesterday.
Tuskegee Morehouse. So what happened? The coach from Tuskegee was put in handcuffs. I saw that yesterday evening.
Yeah, so he's put in handcuffs.
Oh, how you doing, buddy?
I'm trying to figure out what
what was he doing for them to do that?
Prompted him to get put in handcuffs?
Yeah,
that's what I want to know. What prompted him to get put in handcuffs? Why nobody didn't get from Morehouse tell the football team to stay off the court?
I didn't know what had occurred. I saw the video this evening. I finally saw the video. Yeah, I was trying to see what brought it on.
Because, looking at it, it's like, I don't see, look at the video. I saw the video last night. And of course, it was a tough loss because I think they lost the game.
Yeah, they did lose to Morehouse.
They lost to Morehouse. The coach was airing out his grievances, and for some reason, he gets put in handcuffs. And it's
Yeah, I saw that.
out of this. And then, from what I heard, as soon as he was out of the gym, they took the handcuffs off. And I know AD Ruffin had a.
I saw his statement.
He had a statement regarding what happened to the basketball coach and the incident. Until that happens, until they get that squared away, it's a SWAC issue and a Morehouse issue. Morehouse should have done better in
security,
controlling the crowd.
Yeah.
They should have done better with getting the football team squared away, calmed down, and everything. So you have all that energy. You could have put all that energy in for the dang on season whenever Mr. Ford get back here.
It threw me when I saw that yesterday evening, Doc, in the viewing and listening audience. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on here? You know what happened? I got you. It's great to be able to watch all these things now because last Sunday, my power went out because of the ice storm. My parents and I were in the dark, and it was a cold inconvenience, and I missed out a lot of things that were going on. Like you all just talking about, how Bethune-Cookman beat up on Jackson State. I wasn't not having any power. And like I said, finally got it back on Wednesday evening. Power came back this past Wednesday evening. Yeah, I missed a lot of that. I'm glad you were telling about what happened with Bethune-Cookman and Jackson State.
So just
now this kind of stuff is going on.
Yeah, they should have did something.
Yeah, that's poor security at Morehouse. There's gonna be some heads rolling at Morehouse. I can just see it. Yeah, that should not be. That's embarrassing, and I know that's embarrassing to and what happened. I know the players are looking, seeing that coach in handcuffs, knowing the kind of person he is from the way people talk about him. And I know that was embarrassing to see all of that, and the family and his family, and like what's going on? You said they took the handcuffs off him when they got out of the facility.
Like that, from what I heard, they took the handcuffs off of him, like right when he left out, like right when they walked him out of the gym, and they took them off of him. But I just,
gosh, that's strange. That is strange. Gosh. I can see if he had if there was battery on law enforcement. I didn't see any of that in the video. Yeah, if it was battery on them, that I see them doing it, but he didn't even touch it. He was saying something to him, and then all of a sudden they put him in handcuffs. I'm like, if they're that thin skinned, they don't need to be in law enforcement. That's just my take on that. They don't need to be in law enforcement. They're thin skinned.
Yeah, they said they've been kind of quiet on it. Yeah. But I'm looking at it like this. Just you're gonna have to figure something out.
Yeah, that's not a good look. And I look at a school like Morehouse. Morehouse plays some great. We joke about them. They play some great basketball, but we joke about the football program, but they've had some great track pro. Talk about Edwin Moses, but that basketball, they've had some great basketball teams. And then what's that guy's name that passed? Used to coach at Morehouse, Brewer. His name Grady Brewer that passed away. That coach. His name
Mm.
Grady Brewer. He passed
Oh,
away
okay.
a few years ago. Yeah, Brewer. He played at Morehouse, and he coached there. I think his name's Grady Brewer. I think what's not this is Grady Brewer. I think that was his name. Yeah, he had some great teams there, and he played on a great coach there. Morehouse has been competitive for years. They don't have all the stuff that we see of different programs, but yeah, that's not their top priority. That's not an athletic school, but they play some great basketball.
Oh yeah. And then what we saw, last week also with the issue going on at Morris Brown and with them
Oh, I saw that with the president. Yeah,
firing the president, Kevin
and then
James,
and then they brought him
and,
back,
and
and
brought
people
him
don't
back because
alumni not
they don't.
liking it. Yeah,
I mean, alumni not liking it, but at the end
yeah,
of the day, he is doing the job.
yeah. He's gotten them out of a lot of mess there at school.
But he might could do some more he probably could do a better job at I would say communicating between the alumni and the employees, the brass of Morris Brown.
They said
But
that was one of the things that was going on. They said something about some allegations. Yeah.
and then they turned it back around. They let him back in because they ain't have you got to pay him. If they ain't had the money, you fire him, but you got to have money to pay him.
Yeah, yeah. And they've gotten themselves out of a big mess. So, they've gotten their accreditation back and they're having to get all these other things straight. He got them out of a lot of these things. That thing about Morris Brown, never thought, you never thought you'd see Morris Brown back like that.
Mm-hmm. So, and plus, I think their accreditation, it was get ready to come back up again. They're to make sure that everything is getting the audit for their accreditation was coming back up again. So,
Who was that,
it
Sack?
made this. Mm-hmm.
That's
It kind of made
Sacks,
good
yeah.
sense to keep him back, keep him there because he is actually doing a good job of making sure that your accreditation is still, it's still intact. So,
Yeah. Yeah,
but
the accreditation is always there. I thought about Grambling and many others, they always come up with accreditation. And I don't know your alma mater, that accreditation is something. Yeah, they're
mm-hmm.
gonna really they keep check of all these things.
But we're gonna go
Any
ahead.
any institution. Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room. We got this. Jackson State dropped their schedule release today. In fact, dropped the video of the schedule release this morning. Dropped it around, I think, around 9 or 10 o'clock this morning. Which has me, it has me, chuckle because how the video was and how they presented the video. So, in fact, we're gonna go ahead and show that right there. So.
Mhm.
on in the room. Come on in the room. It's Mr. Big Bad Brave, and I got something to say. You didn't think you was gonna see me, huh? You didn't think you was gonna see me, huh? Well, I got something to say. Soul Bowl 2026, you gotta come see me on. Come see what it feels like to play the stadium. Oh yeah. Come on down here and see me. One way in, one way out. We do this for the state of Mississippi. I ain't say Mississippi. I say for the state of Mississippi. We do this for the state. We're going to have a good time, eat good, party good. But you know I need my payback. And I got something to say. Don't forget before I go. Look. I got my guy. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Soul Bowl 2026, let's do it.
So man, that was that was the video.
That's my first
that
time
was
seeing
the
it.
video that came out.
Oh Lord.
That was the video that came out, but you know, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Everybody else have their schedules last week. Some are coming out with this week. You know, we got National Signing Day coming up on Wednesday, so we're gonna cover that, especially when I get off of work. So I'm gonna cover that when I get off of work, and we can talk about that. But having the schedule like that, first game of the season again, it is the John Merritt Classic, which will be in Nashville against Tennessee State. It's going to be good to play against those Big Blue. It's going to be good playing against Big Blue. But you start the season out there, and then which was there. Here's a surprise. A surprise having two SWAC teams on there. Of course, we were going to go ahead and do another game with Tuskegee, but to add Edward Waters University on there and to get Brian Jenkins to come to Jackson has been Alabama State. But to me, with that schedule right there, and then you got Southern coming in, so that's three home games to start off with right there. There's three home games to start off with, and then getting on the road, getting on the road to go to Mobile October the 3rd, which I think we will be considered the home team in the challenge. October the 10th, going to Grambling, which I think this game is supposed to be in Vegas, but it has something to do with on the end of Grambling with about why they're not, I don't know, they wanted to go back to Vegas because I think everybody was super hype about Vegas, but on here we are going to the hole, and then on October the 17th, where Mr. Ford, you got to come back up here. October the 17th, FAMU comes into town, and it's homecoming. I said what I said. FAMU comes into town, and it's homecoming. Some people might say that it might be a trap game, but I don't think it's a trap game. I don't look at it as a trap game. I look at it as a marquee game because you got two coaches that are coaching their their former schools. Of course, we got TC being the head football coach here at Jackson, and then you got Quinn Gray taking over his alma.
I remember Quinn. Yeah, we remember him. Yeah.
So, but just looking at it, it's like, hey, you know what? Just looking at the schedule, you got FAMU for, and then we have Bethune-Cookman on the road. And then at home against Valley on November the 7th. November the 14th, we are on the road in Montgomery to Alabama State. And then we are on the road last game of the season against Alcorn on the reservation. You know what a trap game is. The game that you feel like you think you know you're supposed to win, but you trap yourself.
Oh, yeah.
That is a trap game. That's a trap game. So, I mean, come on now. If you know, come on, Stoney. You know about sports. Let's not get all in it. Get all in your feelings about what a trap game is. Come on now. Everybody has a trap game. Even the FBS have trap games.
Yeah, I've seen it.
But everybody's in the uproar, especially some people from that school down here in in South Texas. Namely, named Prairie View. They are in their feelings because they want to be the best in FCS. Everybody, we all want to be the best in FCS. I think that is the catch of it, but looking at, I'm just looking at their schedule. Starting with their schedule, they start off their first game is against Tarleton State.
Tarleton has really improved, man. I remember what Tarleton, we remember what it used to be, and look at where they are now.
starting the season out, you start the season off with Tarleton State. Okay, that I think they went into the 3rd or 4th round of the FCS playoffs.
They did.
Then you come back, of course, you play Texas Southern in the Labor Day Classic.
Who's gonna be there at Texas? I know KJ Cooper hit the portal. I wonder what they gonna have in there.
They picked up Cam McCoy.
Okay, yeah, from Jackson State and Southern. Yeah, he's at Texas Southern now. Okay,
he's at Texas Southern. He's in Houston now.
Okay.
Then you backdoor, you head to Waco and play Baylor.
My brother's alma mater. Yeah, my middle brother's alma mater. He's assistant basketball coach at Baylor.
And then your final game, your final conference, non-conference game is against Stephen F. Austin. And y'all playing at Prairie View. So you talk about that schedule. And I understand that's a great schedule. That's a schedule that can, that would, it tests your mettle, it tests your luck. I looked at Tennessee State schedule. I think they have one of the games, they have Georgia on their schedule, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
They have Georgia on their schedule, and with that, it's you schedule how you schedule your team how you want to schedule them. I'm just put it like this: playing Edward Waters, and that's our Labor Day Classic because that's something that that's something that they came up with, which is our Labor Day Classic against Edward Waters, and then the following week is the W.C. Gordon Classic again against Tuskegee. I did ask question what happened with returning the favor for Hampton. I think Hampton didn't want to have a return game, and of course, if you have a contract for a 2-year a 2-year thing and they back out, or do they have the money to pay Jackson State about, because they backed out of the game?
Yeah.
So when you look at it, when you look at the schedule, the Tennessee State game is going to be a tough one. Southern's, I think, is going to be tough because them having a new coach with Marshall Falk. Of course, Alabama A&M. This is Sam Shea's second season at the helm in Huntsville, which is going to be a tough one right there. Even though we have dominated this series the last couple of years, it's still going to be a tough one. The trap game, yes, I'm gonna call it this. The trap game is the game against Grambling in the hole. That is the trap game right there. Let's not act like you don't know what a damn trap game is.
I don't know what Grambling has coming back. Yeah,
right. Don't know what they have coming back. Still worried about what's going on with T-Set.
Yeah, I wonder about T-Set. I wonder what is his condition now? After what happened in Vegas, I haven't heard anything about it.
And then have FAMU for homecoming. That is a difficult. That's a difficult stretch, and then you have Bethune-Cookman and. Bethune-Cookman is improving. It has been improving every year, every season.
Yeah.
Last season was their first. Yeah, last season was their first season being over 500 since what,
Hold on,
2019?
just a minute. Okay, come
Okay,
in. Wait, hold on, just let me. Yeah.
I got you. Last season was the first season for Bethune-Cookman since 2019.
Sorry about that.
Now you good. The last time Grambling came to Jackson was 2022.
2022. Gosh.
Yeah, that was a non-conference. That was a non-conference game right there. That was the last time Grambling came to Jackson. 2022. 2023. Of course, 2023, we didn't play Grambling. We didn't play Grambling in 2023. 2024, we were in Grambling. We lost that one, remember. And then 25, we, had the Vegas class, the Vegas game, and we lost to them in Vegas. So, of course, we do return a favor in this season. The last time we did win in the hold, that was in spring of 21.
Yeah.
That was the last time you won in the hold. That was the game where Roger Files went on fourth down. They were at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, how was it?
Aubrey Miller comes in.
Oh yeah, that's
Aubrey Miller comes into
the spring game.
Yeah.
That spring season.
Miller comes into the I think the spring in the A
that
gap.
fumble. Yeah.
I think it was in the B gap. Fumble.
Knocked it. Yeah, the fumble.
Made Keelan Elder fumble the ball. Game over.
Yeah. And speaking of Broderick Falls, that was when that abbreviated spring season because due to after the pandemic, they had abbreviated spring season in 2021. And also, I don't want to take you off topic, but Broderick Fobbs' father passed away. Lee Fobbs.
Yes, Lee Fobbs passed away last week.
He was my mother's coworker at Carroll High School when he was head football coach, and he coached my older brother in track and field at Wasserman High School here in Monroe. We knew Coach Fobbs quite well, and my thoughts and prayers go out to him, go out to his family, and I convey my condolences to them because Coach Fobbs was a great person. I met him through my father knew him years back. Dad even watched him play at Grambling. That's something lost him, and he lost his team. His teammate passed away too. Steve Dennis. Steve Dennis worked at Carroll briefly, and then he worked at Grambling. Yeah, cornerback. He passed away. He's from around the Shreveport area.
So, could this be Grambling State third year beating Jackson State? Don't know. I don't know. I mean, but it's a game. It's one of those games. It's a track game. Like I said, it's one of them games where you got to beat them because the next week you are at home for homecoming against FAMU.
Yeah.
What up, bro?
Oh, what's up, man? Long time no hear, man.
What's happening, Calvin?
Ain't nothing. What's going on? I see you, Big Bama State.
I mean,
what's up, Mel?
What's happening, Chuck?
What's going on, man?
I'm alive and well. I just want to, tap in with you gentlemen and see what your year has been like so far.
Yeah, been cold right here, man. Just getting power back, like I was telling Doc, man. After last Sunday, and finally got back on Wednesday. I was in the dark about what was going on around sports because not having power.
Heard that, Doc. What about you?
Shoot.
Yeah, ice storm, man.
Cooped up in the house for a whole weekend.
Well, you know,
rested. That's all I did was rested.
I ain't mad at you. You know, I just wanted to tap in with you.
I should have called you, man.
Oh, I'm here, brother. I just want to let you know, it's gonna be a cold fall for a lot of people.
We dealt with the cold, man. Fallen trees. Yeah, Mel. We have fallen trees and power lines all over the place. People still haven't gotten that. A lot of people haven't gotten that power back. Yeah.
Doc know what I'm talking about.
He's talking about because body back, man.
I heard he's back.
Hey,
yeah, listen, body's coming is back.
Hey, look, listen. It is what it is. I mean, let's get back to business. I think it's going to be an interesting fall. I hate to see a lot of those kids that did leave. I mean, I understand why they left, but I hated to see them leave. Could have been special, but on to the next one. So
it's cold in New Orleans, yeah.
I look forward to this upcoming season, man. Chris Barnett, wish him well. NCCU, you can have him. Good luck with it.
Yeah, I heard he's going to Central, North Carolina Central, and Matt Leone is going to Tennessee State, if I stand corrected.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That will be an interesting mix for this upcoming season. I will definitely be tapping into that game. I want to see what that's all about.
Yeah,
and then y'all got pulled Tony Hull out of Bethune-Cookman.
Tony Hull, man, I watched that. I watched Tony Hull coach when he was at Warren Easton in New Orleans. They went to the state championship back in 2014. Neville High School beat him. That's that Cavante Turpin Neville team that beat him for the state championship. Man, Neville barely made it out of that game in the Superdome in 2014 when Tony Hull was coaching. That's why I knew then that this guy could coach. Yeah, he had some athletes, but Neville got it. Oh, yeah.
It'll be an interesting development to see how the offense gels.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait to see it.
I think with Tony Hull at the helm in Montgomery, you'll start to see a little bit more of his
more offense.
From more offense, his passing from Andrew.
Two New Orleanians. E-Rob and Tony Hull. They both from New Orleans. Yeah.
I think it works for body's sake, because that's what the next level is looking at, to see his passing efficiency, his accuracy, arm strength, that type of stuff. So I think this works out better for him. Not saying that Barnett was bad, but, he made some decisions that weren't so favorable, not necessarily this previous year, but the year before. And put the offense as well as the player in a position that wasn't to succeed. So I look forward to see what, Coach Hull can do with Andrew. I look forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah,
but Tony Hull running the offense, I think you can feel some better offense.
Yeah, but here's the thing: people talk about and they talking about it on Twitter right now. The schedule that Jackson State put out, they're saying that it's a cupcake schedule, but the whole deal is, and I think what's up, Jamal? We talked about this.
How's it going, Jamal?
A while back.
All right.
We talked about this a while back. Your job, your first job, is to win the SWAC.
100%. It don't matter who on your schedule. Don't matter if it's a cupcake or it's a FBS school. The goal is to win, so it don't really matter who on your schedule. The goal is to plan to win.
That's how I feel about it. It's 2D2 schools, but y'all still got to play in SWAC.
Right. The goal is to win.
And that's it. But that's it. Like, you can say, the schedule is easy, but you still got to play. You still got to play Bama State. Still got to play Bama A&M. Still got to play FAM. Still got to play Southern. Still got to play Grambling. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, and don't get me wrong. Like I said, even we had the schedule like this. We had the schedule like this last season. I mean, we lost 3 games last season. I mean, what can we say? We lost.
Now,
to,
would I have
we
a
lost
right to see y'all play somebody like South Alabama and potentially beat their ass? Absolutely, but that's not what it is.
I mean, like I say,
you
you know, the goal is to win.
Is to win. I mean, because we can say with FAMU schedule. Hey, y'all got Miami on the schedule, of course.
Yep.
I mean,
Miami.
That's always y'all always gonna have some Florida team on your schedule.
Yeah, we either gonna play UF or we gonna play Miami,
or
USF.
USF or UCF, I can imagine.
I don't think we have not played UC. I can't remember last time.
You haven't played UCF? Oh, okay.
We have in the past, but I can't remember the last time we played UCF.
Oh, okay.
We play the football schools in Florida. UCF not a football school.
Okay. I just saw them yesterday. They upset Texas Tech yesterday in basketball. Johnny Dawkins coaches there. That's another story.
Uh-huh.
Like I say, man, the goal is to win because you have all off season to prepare for who's on your schedule. And you know, at the end of the day, I mean, prime example, University of Michigan fans, they wrote off App State. They wrote them off. They was like, oh, they ain't that good. They're a small school. App State walked into Ann Arbor.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
You know,
highlights keep playing back.
I think it was the casual.
Oh, I remember that too well.
Because those of us that know football remember when App State beat
Michigan.
When they beat Michigan.
Was it Michigan? Was it?
Yeah, 2003.
Yeah, when they beat when what his name threw a Hail Mary at like 0.2 on the clock.
Oh, to my Cordell Stewart when he threw it to he threw that Hail Mary to what's his name? Michael Westbrook.
No,
I remember that. That was in 1994. I remember that.
No,
I'm
talking
from
about
that
App
era.
State. We're talking about App State.
You talking about
when App State walked into Ann Arbor,
I know
everybody was talking about, oh, Michigan gonna blow them out. And I said, y'all do realize this is the defending national championships of the FCS. So
2003.
Go in there thinking that you're just gonna walk over them if you want to. And here's the thing: Michigan is my FBS team. And when that field goal got blocked,
I remember that.
I turned the TV off. Because I said, see, that's what I'm talking about right here.
App State come up with them a big FBS win like every 5 years.
We went on our way to watch Grambling and Alcorn. We were on our way to Alcorn a year. My father and I heard on radio, and on our way heading into Alcorn, there it was on radio. I thought we were just hearing things that Appalachian State had beaten Michigan. And that was we were heading. We were en route to Lorman, Mississippi.
Man, listen, when you go play them schools that you just write off, ask Kansas State about North Dakota State.
North Dakota State. Oh man, I forget. I remember that one.
Now, don't get me wrong. North Dakota State is cosplaying a FCS school, but they are an FBS body.
They absolutely are. Yeah, they are.
That's exactly what they are. They're an FBS school that plays on the FCS level.
They are.
They beat Iowa.
But when you let them small squads come in and you overlook them, you will walk away with an L. So that's what I'm saying. When it comes to here's
the funny thing about that. But here's the funny thing about that. After North Dakota State beat Kansas State turned around and got the head coach from North Dakota State and told him to come on over here to Manhattan.
Yeah, Chris Kleiman.
If you can't beat them, still their coach.
If you can't beat them, join them.
Right. If you can't beat them, still their coach. Tell all the time.
Yeah. Here's the biggest part about it.
And then I just pulled the Alabama State schedule. Of course, like you said, you starting off Southern.
Okay, we're gonna get him over
here. Lane College, and then you got Lane College for the Labor Day Classic. I mean, that's cool. I like that. That's cool. And then you are on the road at Troy. Y'all have a lot of home games.
Yeah. I mean, make no mistake about it. And let me go back to that North Dakota State. When was the last time Kansas State played North Dakota State?
Since that was the last time.
That was the last time.
That let you know. When was the last time App State came to Ann Arbor?
Oh,
they don't want no part of that smoke because they know
App State will never be invited back to Ann Arbor.
Exactly, because that small school, they walked away with a check because they had a chip on their shoulder when they walked in. So whoever is on your schedule, I don't care if it's IMG Academy.
Yeah, North Dakota State beat Iowa. Yeah.
I don't care who on your schedule. Listen, I'm from the old school. Jimmy Johnson said you got to run the score up to move up in the polls.
Yep.
That's what I believe in. So whoever is on your schedule, run the score up. I don't care if it's 2 minutes left on the clock. Line up in the shotgun. We're going vertical. I'm letting you know we are not the same.
We scored to the clock here 0-0.
Look, I'm letting you know we are not the same. We are not in the same league. I'm not going to take it easy on you because it is your defensive coordinator's job to stop my offense. That's how I'm coaching. 100%. When the clock says 0,
can't stop my offense, then but get a new coordinator.
That's it. I mean, because when the clock says 0, we can dap each other up and say, "Hey, good game, coach. If you're pissed off with me, my bad, bro. Get your team together." I mean, that's what it is. So whoever's on your schedule, that's it.
I agree.
That's true.
Whoever's on your schedule, bro, you got to line
strap up and just beat. Yeah,
you got to, bro.
So like I said, I'm looking at Bama State schedule. Y'all got Troy. Y'all on the road to Troy. You got Valley coming in that Daytona. I mean, you got Valley coming in to Montgomery. You're on the road to Daytona. You got FAMU for homecoming. That's going to be very interesting right there.
This is true.
Why y'all do that?
Oh, you got this is Alabama State's homecoming playing FAMU.
Yes.
Hey, listen.
Okay.
And then the next week the next week FAMU comes to Jackson and play us for homecoming.
Yeah. Yes.
Listen, I'm not a part of that committee. I ain't afraid of it though. I ain't afraid of it. I'm gonna say
trying to draw people to these games. That's what it is. Trying to draw people to those games.
Hey, look, Chuck.
No,
I don't. You gotta get paid.
I don't think Bama State
exactly.
us to drive people to their
homecoming
at all. Bama State does not have that problem.
Hey, man,
we don't have that problem, but you know,
the state you see 25,000. Nah, they ain't got that problem, man.
No, they don't. That's what I'm saying. Us being scheduled had to be just a damn. This just kind of is what it is. Bama State don't need us to drive their homecoming. Now, if it was Bethune-Cookman, I would be saying something other. But Bama State don't need us to drive their homecoming.
Well, that was if it was Marlo would tell you, get your tetanus shot, get all that good shit.
Exactly. So that ain't it. That really just has to be. That's just kind of how the schedule folded. So
it really is. I mean,
then I'm looking at it. So you got you on the road at Pine Bluff, and then you got the Magic City Classic. So y'all got a bye week in between Pine Bluff and the Classic.
That is definitely how it crumbled then.
and then you're on the road at Texas Southern. You host Jackson State and you host Prairie View. And then of course, what happened with Tuskegee pulling out of the Turkey Day Classic?
You talking about in previous years?
I mean, they said they weren't gonna play in the Turkey Day Classic because they want to play in the FC. They want to play in the Division II playoffs that they make it.
They just renewed. They just renewed to play this season.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean, I will say this. I know Ruffin personally, and I know that this was something that he really wanted to make happen. I'm not really sure what happened in between. I'll tap in and I'll see if I can get you an answer. But I do know this was something that he wanted to make happen because he understands the dynamic of the game itself.
Mm-hmm.
Historically speaking, Bama State and Tuskegee on Thanksgiving just makes sense. It has always historically made sense. historically, I will say, in recent years, there were some students who said that they wanted to go home for Thanksgiving and they wanted to spend time with their families, which I understand. Primarily, most of these students were band members. However, when you sign up, you know what you're signing up for. If you look at the history, Alabama State plays Tuskegee.
Oh yeah,
Turkey Day Classic used to be Alabama
Turkey Day
State's
Classic.
homecoming.
Yeah, that was homecoming. Yeah,
That was the homecoming was Turkey Day Classic. But a
Get your
new
turkey and dress
generation
and
of
everything
students
and
came
come out to the
in,
game.
and the administration folded, and it cost a lot of money. It cost a lot of money because a lot of alums were pissed off because this is what they counted on. This was their homecoming because you played Tuskegee. Now, there were some times where Tuskegee wasn't available, where Alabama State played Fayetteville State and they played Johnson C. Smith on the Turkey Day Classic, but those were short-lived. Those weren't like consecutive years. Those were just years that Tuskegee wasn't available. Any other time, Turkey Day Classic has always been Bama State, Tuskegee. And truth be told, I mean, we just being honest, they got lights down there now, so Turkey Day Classic don't have to be in Montgomery. We can go down,
Y'all can go home now for real.
They have
We'll
some
go down there
dancing
to the
lights. Hey, go to the what they call it? What they call it? The shed.
The coop.
Yeah.
The shed.
Yeah, I go down there to the coop, see what's going on.
Go and ball and parlay.
Hey, listen, I ain't got no problem crashing that little party. Pack this little stadium.
Hey, I look at it. I pulled up Bama A&M schedule. Of course, they got the SWAC challenge against Howard. And then they got the Lewis Cruz Classic against Miles, which that is a rival game right there. And when you think about this, all of this is because everybody used to be in the SIAC. Let's just call it what it is.
Very true.
And then got Tennessee State coming into Huntsville for the Legacy Series. Hall of Fame game is against Bowie State. That's going to be a tough one because old Big Worm done made his way back into the football world now.
He did.
Yep.
He did.
He's at Bowie State.
He's at Bowie State. He ain't got too much worry about this, but he gonna look.
He should recruit well.
Years. You give him 2 years in that CIAA. Oh, it's gonna be on the pop.
He should recruit well out of the region. I know he's from over in that region. He's from North Carolina, and he should recruit quite well in that area.
And then they are on the road to play FAMU in Tallahassee. When last time A&M beat FAMU?
I want to say it was before we joined the SWAC.
Okay. And then the Gulf Coast Challenge against Jackson State. That's October 3rd. That's down there in Mobile. They have Bethune-Cookman coming into town October the 10th. Their homecoming is October the 17th against Grambling. That's going to be interesting.
Very interesting.
Match City Classic October the 31st. Halloween night in Birmingham against Bama State. They are on the road November the 7th at Prairie View. And then on the road again. They on the road again against Texas Southern. No, they're at home against Texas Southern. And then last game of the season, they are going to be.
All right. So since 2001, Alabama A&M has never beat FAMU in football.
Wow.
That's since 2001. It looks like our very first time playing them was in 2001, and they have.
Because used to be in the same conference in the early years. They were really in the SIAC at one time.
So it's some data points missing from somewhere.
So they all came to SIAC, them, Bethune-Cookman, and I know Alabama A&M, all those schools, they being there with Tuskegee and all of them.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I don't see number probably about 2 in a possible off of A&M.
Yeah, I know Alabama State came from SIC. Yeah.
Who was that?
2 in a possible.
2 in a possible.
Yeah, 2 in a possible.
You playing spades up in here?
I mean, okay. I give him Miles, and I give him Miles, and I give him Valley. The possible is Texas Southern. I don't see them beat nobody else, dog. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm just be honest with you. Like, I'm being frank.
Texas Southern beat them last season. I think Texas Southern beat them last season.
That's what I'm saying. I give them 2 impossible, dog. Like, I mean, that October stretch look crazy.
Crazy, yeah.
They might want to just remove October from the entire schedule. Bro, you got Jackson, Bethune, Grambling, Bama State. Then you start
November. You start November with both Texas schools
with PV. I can tell you right now, man, PV gonna walk in the game. PV ain't gonna show him no love.
No.
PV ain't gonna show him no love. Yeah, especially if PV is riding on all cylinders. They ain't gonna show him no love.
Oh, with Tremaine Jackson coaching. Oh man.
Bro, 2 in a possible.
Yes.
Oh man.
Possible.
Okay.
I mean, the possible might be Howard. I give him Howard, maybe. I don't know.
I don't even know about Howard.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't know what Ted White is going to do, man.
Yeah.
It's looking shaky up down the hill. It's looking shaky up down the hill. I mean, I don't know, A&M fans in the chat, but
that ain't no hill. Them people is up a mountain.
Yeah, that's a mountain area. That's close to. It's right. It's close to Tennessee.
Yes, that is mountain. That ain't no hill.
I got preview schedule. So first game, we talked about this. They are on the road at Tarleton State. They, like I said, Tarleton State went 4 rounds deep into the playoffs.
Well, you normally get you.
Have the late class.
Tarleton, another one of them.
On the hill.
What you want to do?
Bro.
And then they are on the road at Baylor, playing in the Plain Stadium at Baylor.
Oh, Lane State, yeah.
Are you looking at PB schedule?
They have Stephen F. Austin. September 19th at Prairie View. And then, of course, they got the State Fair Classic.
Man.
On the 26th September.
I ain't gonna lie, dog. That first game, Tarleton State, I get it, but they probably could have found another opponent to play to open the season up. I'm just being honest with you. Like, they'd been better off putting Baylor as their first game.
And getting the check for it.
He said get a check.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like,
you're gonna play Tarleton State and potentially get tore out the frame when you could have just went and played Baylor and got a check and got tore out the frame.
Right. I mean, at least let it be first of the year. You got a couple weeks to heal up. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, that ain't it.
Your first 5 games is rough anyway.
It is, but I'm saying, like, at least with Baylor, you're going to get paid. Let's just put that out of the way. You're going to get paid. Yeah. But at least you have time to heal up for the remaining part of your schedule.
And the thing about that, I'm looking at your schedule. You got.
Yeah, I'm looking at your schedule right now, Bill.
You got 2 teams that played in the FCS playoffs. One went 4 rounds deep. The other went 3 rounds deep.
Right. You got that in the first 5 weeks.
Then you got Valley. You're on the road at Valley. You got Southern coming into town. And then for your homecoming, you got Alcorn.
Right.
You squeeze in another schedule. You squeeze in East Texas A&M on the 24th, and you go to Commerce. Commerce is not a good place to play at. And then you got Alabama A&M, and then Alabama State to end the season.
Now you see what I'm saying? You move Baylor up. Go ahead and get paid. Heal up.
Yeah.
Get ready for the rest of your season, dog.
Yeah,
Because you already know.
We play in Miami week 1. Get it out of the way.
Yeah, go ahead and get it out of the way, man. Like,
yeah.
ain't no sense
Hey, Doc,
doing Baylor in week 3.
I wouldn't even play no starters. I play practice squad in 3rd string. Everybody else just wear your damn warm up. So you ain't touching no field. But I also understand why they play that game, because those guys need to film against bigger opponents. I don't want to say better, because a lot of times those guys, some of them teams be trash. So.
And you all get to hang out with Uncle Luke.
I don't like that, man.
You don't like it? Yeah, I see he just resigned from Edison.
I don't like that, man.
Yeah, I see he just resigned from
Edison
High. Yeah.
Southern schedule the same way. Like, bro, I get it. I get it. You want to open with Bama State, but you need to move Houston up, brother.
Yep.
Play Houston first.
They got University of Houston?
Yeah.
From University of Houston with the billionaire donor.
September 12th. Move Houston up first. Go ahead and get your money out the way first.
Get it
Secure
out
the
the way.
Secure the bag. Bama State ain't going nowhere.
I agree. Them games need to be played week 0 through potentially week 3. That's it. Nothing later than that.
And I'm not saying that Southern doesn't have the capacity to compete. I'm saying get it out of the way first. At least you know what you got. Therefore, moving on later in the season, you don't have your best players injured from playing other teams that, quote unquote, are superior.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, nah, man, go ahead and get that wrapped up. Week 1, week 0. And after that, man, you ride out into the sunset. They didn't already cut you the check. Because based off of this right here, you might as well play in week 9.
All right. I had to go down this Alabama A&M hole. So the all-time series, FAMU leads 15-2. The last time Alabama A&M beat FAMU in football was in 1979.
Oh wow,
man! I was 4 years. Man, I was 4 years old, and I'm 50 years old now.
The very first time FAMU played Alabama A&M was in 1932, and FAMU won 54.
Oh man, 79. Man,
my grandma
wasn't
even born yet in 1932.
Gosh. And none of us, like I said, I was born in 1975, and man, that's something. 79 was last time. Oh gosh,
last time.
Oh man, I was 4 years old then.
It said who is Louisiana College? Who is Louisiana Christian? That's who I will. I'm like, y'all playing it.
That's Pineville, Louisiana.
Pineville, Louisiana. Let's not talk about Jackson State schedule, because y'all are playing an NAIA school.
Yeah, that's yes, out of Pineville, Louisiana. It used to be Louisiana. They used to be Louisiana College. They changed to Louisiana Christian. Yeah, the Wildcats. Yeah, there are a few from Monroe that graduated from that school. A lot of ministers come out of that school.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. You got Bama State.
That's a church-supported school.
They just released the schedule. Bama State first game of the season, Birmingham. That is a classic right there. Then you have Kentucky State.
They NAIA.
No, SIC. Kentucky State, SIC. SIC Division 2, NCAA Division. They had a good team.
Yeah, they did.
The last time Kentucky State came to Louisiana, they damn near beat Grambling. It should have won the game against Grambling.
Hey, like I said about Kentucky State, that's where 1980s hit making group, R&B group, Midnight Star. That's where they went to school, Kentucky State. And I was aware about Kentucky State is that song that they had that was a hit. I was curious about Kentucky State. They have a good team.
I ain't gonna lie, dog.
Danny, they should have won, Danny.
I ain't gonna lie, man. This whole Louisiana Christian, like, I'm looking at their previous schedule. Yeah, but I'm looking at their previous schedule, dog. And
Louisiana College. I had to get accustomed to talking about Louisiana Christian. I said, wait a minute, that's Louisiana College. Yeah, they changed that name and all that. I'm like, okay.
I mean, yeah, but looking at their schedule from last season, bro, they got blew out. Whoever Harding Simmons is blew them out 52-17.
No, sure is not Harding University. Harding University played some football.
This right here, Harding Simmons. Then they got into a shootout. Yeah, they got into a shootout with some squad called Wayland Baptist.
I've heard of Wayland Baptist. That's Texas.
That's lovely.
And they got the sheetrock blew off of them against McNeese, 54-9.
That's why I went to school. I went to McNeese back in the 90s when they were powerhouse then.
Yeah, I don't know about this Louisiana Christian, dog. Like, I don't know. This right here might be some Bishop Sycamore, dog. I don't know.
And Lincoln, California.
You know a lot. Hey, you know what?
Lincoln, California is Bishop Sycamore, so we ain't got to worry about them on the schedule.
But you know what? Louisiana Christian,
he ain't got to blow his blood vessel. He ain't got to blow a head.
Louisiana. Hey, you know what? Louisiana College, that was now Louisiana Christian. That's where a lot of these well-known coaches, high school football coaches, in the state of Louisiana. That's where they went to school. Like John Curtis Christian School, J.T. Curtis. That's his alma mater. It was Louisiana College then, and a lot of the legendary coaches went to Louisiana College. And at this Louisiana Christian University, I had to think about it. I said, wait a minute. They said that's Louisiana College, former Louisiana College. I said, okay.
Y'all know Danny know about Louisiana. She know about the NAIA schools. Y'all know how.
Yeah, that's what J.T. Curtis went. Yeah, he went to Louisiana. What's now Louisiana Christian. Yeah, legendary coach. Man won by almost 30 state championships.
Playing at Houston, of course. You're gonna be in the third ward, Louisiana Christian, and then at Jackson State.
A lot of guys that are ministers went there. That's where they graduated from.
And then they got their homecoming early. Their homecoming is on October the 3rd against Pine Bluff, at Prairie View October the 10th, at Texas Southern October the 17th. They got a bye week, Halloween night at FAMU.
Mm-hmm.
Then Bethune-Cookman comes. Then they finish the season off with Bethune-Cookman and Alcorn at home, and then they on the road. Of course, they New Orleans against Grambling, Bayou Classic.
Yeah, Bayou Classic. That's the Thanksgiving and then we can have Thanksgiving. Yeah.
This schedule. Woo. Where you at, Jamal?
That's my birthday. Yeah, I always know my birthday gonna be around around Bayou Classic and Thanksgiving. At my birthday on November 25th.
What's that?
Yeah,
October the 31st, Halloween. Scary Hours, Southern versus FAMU. Homecoming.
Who?
He said Scary Hours.
Who versus who?
Southern and FAMU.
Oh, okay.
I'm not worried about Southern. I think Southern are some nice people. I'm even friends with a couple of them. Ain't nobody worried about Southern.
Yeah, I want to see what Marshall Falk. He's going to really prove himself. Tony Clayton, them, they all went out. They get him, and they really wanted him. That board of
he's
supervisors.
not the problem. The problem is it's still Southern. Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, I want to see how Marshall's going to look when his team hit the field. All the name recognition. All that stuff.
It's still Southern. And again, somebody just put it. Southern don't care nothing about the Bayou Classic. That's it.
I bet you it was Bayou Classic.
And again, and as a FAMU, I understand because when we play that regular school in Daytona, I get it. Nothing else matters.
You call that school raggedy? You call it?
They
You
ride
call
school
you,
buses
you
to
call
Orlando.
you calling Mother Mary's school raggedy?
It is.
Mother Mary McLeod Bethune. Yeah.
And she was a wonderful lady. That school still raggedy.
Yeah, I don't want to disrespect that lady.
Grambling still haven't
Yeah.
finished the rest of their schedule, so I don't know what they doing.
Or something like that. Texas Southern the same way.
Yeah,
I mean,
at this, everybody still probably waiting on contracts to be worked out. But
yeah, but see, I know that Texas Southern they play PV September 6th. They play UTEP September 12th.
Oh,
they play Florida Atlantic October 3rd.
Damn.
They play Southern October 17th. Bama State November 7th. A&M November 14th. That's what they have set in stone right now.
Whose schedule is that, Mel?
That's Texas Southern right now.
Texas Southern. I'm pulling it up right now while you're talking. I'm just gonna look at it, follow through with you.
Grambling, they said for sure they are playing TCU September the 12th.
Oh, Grambling's playing TCU.
Play them week 0, dog. Go ahead and get your money.
Yeah, get your
money.
money.
Week 0. That's September the 12th. That is.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Play on week 0. Get your money.
Get it out the way. Week 0 to week 3. Get it out the way.
Get it out the way. Because look, I ain't going to make no excuses when your star player come in hurt. I'm just saying. Blame me, athletic director. That's where you schedule the game. If you go ahead and get it out, because make no mistake about it, man. You think about it, man. These FBS programs, especially the ones that are accepting games and scheduling games with HBCUs, they week 0 games for real. They're against other smaller schools, maybe smaller opponents. They're not playing conference games right away. So go ahead and get your money out of the way, and then they can go ahead and go on about their business. Like, let me go ahead and just grab this check. We're going to go ahead and roll up out of here. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the hospitality. We out. You don't have to hit me up week 3, week 4 to bang up my players, because I got conference games in a couple weeks.
You got a conference game coming up.
Yeah.
You look at it, because like what we say in the beginning. Your first job, the name of the game is to win the conference.
To win.
Yeah.
Is to win. First of all, to have a winning season.
Right. I can't have a winning season and start playing banged up.
And then second of all is to win your division. And then the third is to win the conference. I understand where PV coach is coming from. Hold on, y'all.
I don't want to be thrown off out here. Week 4 and 5, my star player, got a lingering ankle injury.
Yeah,
from week 2 to week 3.
I understand where PV coach coming from, and I understand where he said he wants to be the best in FCS. I mean, to be the best, you got to beat the best and everything.
Yeah.
But that schedule right there that I seen from Prairie View, would you even make the conference championship game? Would you even win the West?
That's what I'm saying. You miss round, your star quarterback, your star receiver out, got a nagging ankle injury because you wanted to schedule an FBS team week 2, week 3 because you wanted to test their mojo. Oh, okay. Well, you're going on in the season, the mojo shows up in week 5 and week 6. Now you're looking around like, yo, where he at? Oh, he ain't available. You see what I'm saying? This is why I had a problem when Chris Barnett was flipping quarterbacks against North Carolina Central.
Oh, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I see you on playing. You're on not playing Graham on your schedule, Mel.
No.
I wish y'all. Too bad I haven't scheduled. It's been great to see Body. I've become acquainted with Body's family, and yeah, been great to see him. And I see y'all not playing Grambling.
Well, I'm gonna put it out here. Shout out to my Graham fam. I don't want y'all to hate me.
I didn't go to Grambling. My folks went to Grambling. I didn't go there. Yeah.
I'm just saying. I think Mickey Joseph I think he was afraid. Shout out to the Graham fam. I think Mickey Joseph was afraid.
I know Mickey.
I'm gonna leave that one alone right there, man. But look,
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Mickey Joseph, hey, he
cool guy. I've known him sometimes.
Some people say he ain't signed his extension, but I mean, hey, I think he's still there. Coach, they ain't said nothing.
He's still there. Yeah, from what I've seen on the news, yeah, he's still there.
It's probably gonna be some people from Graham that don't like me, even though I'm not on social media anymore. But tell them your boy Melanated said it. Mickey Joseph and Graham fam was afraid of Bama State.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
I said it. I said it. I said it. It is what it is.
Okay, whatever you say, Mel.
In fact, we hadn't. Alone, In fact, we hadn't
on that one.
Listen, we hadn't been invited back to that SWAC MEAC challenge.
We supposed to be back in 2 years against Jackson State. Supposed to play Norfolk State in 28.
Man, I can't wait. I mean, I think that game, truth be told, man, I think that game is important for our space. It was just being honest. But I will say, I think it's up to the athletic directors as well as the coaches, presidents of universities, to invigorate your fan base, your alumni base, to get them on board, to want to play in that game and to show up, like buy tickets, go ahead and get your hotel room, whatever it is, and show up, man. Like, because again, like being on that big stage, it matters, right? I would love to see a Texas Southern Norfolk State matchup. If the fan bases are there, I would love to see a Pine Bluff versus South Carolina State, whatever it is. But you got to get your fan bases invigorated to be able to.
Troy? We're going to get your opinion about this schedule, because if people just up and on, we don't need to play to D2 schedule. I'm like, look, the AD and TC is looking at it like this to get us back on the top.
Yeah, Mr. Ford coming back on Doc.
I don't think Mr. Ford came back on yet. To get back to the top, we gotta have a schedule like this.
You do. If we just being honest.
I mean, cause look, as soon as Tennessee, as soon as they dropped the ink dried up on that contract between Tennessee State and Jackson State to play a home-to-home series, our people, our fellow Jacksonians jumped on the opportunity to snag every damn room in Nashville.
You might as well. Why not be there? Why not? Like, you got to show up for your people. And that's what I'm saying for SWAC MEAC Challenge, like that type of stuff, regardless of who's on the schedule. If it's Pine Bluff versus Morgan, show up. Show up like it's a sellout crowd. Show up like it's a sellout crowd, like it's a home game for you. You know what I'm saying? So, because at the end of the day, it matters.
This is just my opinion. My opinion like this. Look, get back on top. I don't care. You put God damn it, you could put the Cleveland Browns on there. We're gonna go out there and try to whoop your ass.
Cleveland Browns.
Wait, look, they got a check. They got a checkbook. I know they paying. I'm showing up. Listen, when you line up, regardless of who is across the field from you, you gotta show up.
Browns just hired a Munkin. The Todd Munkin.
Mm-hmm.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got something to say about that.
Yeah.
And Doc, that's what I'm saying, man. Like Jackson
and that
State
other one gone
fans
to
showed
Atlanta.
up and they bought tickets for that game. Like as soon as you hear it announced, you go ahead and lock in your room because you know you're gonna turn up. You know you're gonna turn up. The game gonna be hyped. Like that's what you want. We need that across all spaces, though. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I mean, I'm just being honest.
Right. Here's the thing. I'd say. I mean, at the end of the day, yes, we lost the SWAC championship game by 3 points. We didn't fall off, but we didn't finish on top. That's my whole saying. Right. That's what I'm saying. That is facts. We did not finish on top. Because the finishing on top we would have went to the Celebration Bowl and we would have took care of business in the Celebration Bowl against South Carolina State. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But with having Edward Waters on the schedule because Hampton decided they didn't want to. What was he gonna do? I mean, they decided they didn't want to play us no more. Okay. Okay, we gonna talk to Brian Jenkins. Talk to Brian Jenkins. Hey, get him on schedule. Get him on the schedule. I mean, just to have we can go into this season, and the mindset is to try to win every game on your schedule. And then you have some people have the mindset of just going 1-0 every week. I mean that just. I mean that
Truth
just.
be told, you talking about doing 1-0 every week,
right?
I like that. I like that because you resetting the tape, right? You're really not getting caught up in we on top. We reset the table to 0-0. The goal is to win the day. And I like that. I like both philosophies, right? Mm-hmm. The goal is to win. And you are supposed, your goal is to whoever is on your schedule, whoever is up next, they got to get your best. And giving them your best means you got to be healthy, you got to be focused, you got to be disciplined, right? And I think that TC Taylor has done a good job. I think E-Rob has done a good job. I think Coach Tremaine has done a good job.
Oh yeah, those three guys you just named.
That's the goal. That's the goal is to say, hey,
Troy, what's up, man?
What y'all?
Hey, you got your translation.
I'm just, I see a lot and I act like I don't see a lot. And I seen homecoming on my birthday. And I thought that was rather interesting that homecoming was going to be on my birthday. And I get that choice was made probably when another coach was the head coach. But it's okay. I'm going to be in Jackson. I just need y'all to point me to the juke joint with the good gin and where I can get me some smoked mullet. And it's all good.
Oh,
on the 17th, on my birthday.
I don't know about no smoked mullet.
Man, why y'all keep acting like y'all don't know what mullet is? Like, y'all Jackson people, y'all way too bougie for me.
I don't eat fish. I'm allergic.
Well, you can't eat fish, but it's other people in Jacksonian Nation that act like they don't know what mullet is. Now, listen.
Hold on now. Brother talking about mullet.
It's some other people.
Sounds like culture right here.
I'm just.
Hey, you got your noise. You got your cancellation.
I bet.
Oh, hold on. No, that's that. Hold on.
But,
mullet.
Hey, yeah, you can't talk, man. Because you the only person that put honey bun on the grill with the red hot.
Hey, little brother.
Listen, I heard from Mr. Campbell that y'all got a nice little spread in Jacksonville. It's a whole group of y'all that be cooking out wherever them people at. I want to be where them people at before I go into the stadium. That's all I'm saying.
We don't make sure to take care of you.
But yeah, man,
it is.
Y'all in the uproar. Y'all in the uproar for what reason? I don't know. Y'all know it's February. People is raised in February. So I don't. Okay, I take that back. I do get the whole Tuskegee and Edward Waters thing, right? But and PWI guy, when I'm saying this, if FCS HBCUs get money gains from PWIs, D2s got to go to FCS HBCUs to get money gains. I get the whole, well, the FCS see us like X, Y, and Z. Is this a safe space?
Safe space.
Fuck the FCS. They're not paying for no playoffs. Play your games to help the other sister institutions through these new economic times. We can worry about FCS rankings as far as playoffs are concerned and all of that when the FCS actually give HBCUs a home game in the playoffs. I don't care what nobody say about A&T winning the MEAC. FAMU was still the better team when they played Youngstown State. If Youngstown State had played in Tallahassee, FAMU goes to another national championship. But again, I'm going to let that go. There is no money in the FCS playoffs. So take care of the sister institutions. I get why everybody in the uproar because D2 and all this, that, there, and the third. But we say all the time that HBCUs got to look after each other. This is one of those situations where HBCUs are looking after each other. FAMU is playing Albany State. That is a D2 school. That is also probably a money game for that D2 school. It's okay. It's not a bad thing.
But it makes perfect sense, though.
If you would have talked to me 3 years ago, I would have had a different opinion on this. But the money is different now. And it's the lower the institutions or the lower levels that you go, the harder it is for them to get money. So if we got to do a handout here and there for a money game for a D2 HBCU, you're not going to hear me say nothing about it. Because I'm pretty sure the Turkey Day Classic is good money for Tuskegee and Bama State.
Absolutely.
So I'm not going to be that guy no more. Call it a change of heart, switch out, whatever you want to call it. But I have seen the light.
Now, just time to get
Listen, I told y'all all last season, December 5th, would be the date. When I found out what the athletic director did when they raised all that money for the buyout, I had to readjust my thought process. Now, once we leave Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and we still got a head coach, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how we put his house on a truck and move it for him. But I don't think he makes it past Alabama. Like, and don't get me wrong, I don't want the kids to lose at all, ever. But we in a bad situation with a bad coach. And there is no end of the light in the tunnel. Like them 2 10-win seasons, I don't think we're gonna see that again, especially with what we got coming in this year. A great coach will probably get these kids to 10 wins. But we got Norville. He's not a great coach. So, but I see you try to get him to crash out. I see you. I see you. You ain't slick.
Amen.
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 Amen. Florida State can't hurt me. Fam, you got Quinn Gray. I'm good.
Yes, that's a great hire.
Yeah,
It's what a lot of people don't understand. And not only is it a great hire, it is a hire that people can get behind with their pocketbooks.
Yeah.
And what is it, 300,000 since the 23rd? That's how much money they raise.
Okay.
Shout out to them Deltas. Oh, Jesus. Back in the day, I used to love me some Deltas. Shout out to them Deltas. $75,000 a day away from the deadline.
My mother's sorority. My vacay.
No. So, but yeah, I mean,
my cousin is a Delta in that chapter.
But wait a minute, hold on. So, Doc, I know I didn't get a chance to ask you about it, and I see the little clippings or whatever. So, somebody proposed a bill that y'all get an on-campus stadium, and them people with the white linen upset.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know how you end all that? Give Jackson State their $2 billion, and that end all that. You ain't got to be upset.
Big facts.
Brett Favre can steal all the money he wants from the welfare fund and all that. Give Jackson their money.
Yeah,
I'll probably be dead before he get that money back.
I don't think anybody's going to ever get that money back with the current administration in the White House.
Oh man.
So now, had that been somebody that looked like me in New Orleans, oh man, that'd have been front page news. But, I ain't come to start no trouble. Which is what I normally say right before I start trouble.
Well, looking at these schedules, it's gonna be some interesting football this season.
Yeah. Especially everybody's schedule hasn't come out, but Cookman's schedule is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
The Grambling people that I talked to, I haven't really talked to about this season. I haven't really even talked to y'all about the Jackson State schedule, really, because is the schedule set in stone, or are they looking to do another game? Because are y'all playing Grambling in Vegas?
from what I heard, the Vegas game. I don't know. They're not gonna. I don't know if they're gonna do it again.
And the reason that I asked this is because I don't see a lot of Jackson stuff online, but the stuff that I do see, people complaining about, this, that, and the third about the schedule. A lot of that got to do with if there's uncertainty if the game is going to be in Vegas or not, because people have to make their plans based on the schedule. And a Vegas game is a big game, so you change what you would normally go see, right? I've seen everybody complaining about the people who go on the homecoming and don't donate. And I said earlier tonight on Things Up podcast, at some point, we got to normalize and not get mad when somebody asks you, hey, what have you donated to the university? And I say that, again, PWI guy. When I used to go to the Florida State alumni events in Tampa, people were very comfortable asking you, have you donated X, Y, and Z? Like a dude came to me and asked me, hey, have you donated $80,000 this year? Or are you donating $80,000 this year? At the time, I didn't get offended. I just said no.
First and foremost, I'll be like, why you in my pocket? Why you in my pocket?
I get that. But I also understand where the state of the university is and what, I make sure I tell everybody this. My story is there is no Florida State degree without FAMU giving me a job. So them asking me, hey, how much you have donated to the university, I'm okay with that. Now, when Florida State people was asking me how much I had donated to the university after they fired Willie Taggart, that's a different discussion. Because you're now telling me as a black man, a black coach ain't good enough. And you asking me how much I gave to the school. Now my response is a little different, especially when you hire a loser. But if somebody came to me and said, we got Quinn Gray, did you, donate to the All In campaign? How much? I wouldn't have no problem with that. Because we slapped the university on our chest. We sing their praises. But our discretionary spending, like, Doc, the amount of money that I was given to the Johnny Black program, that ended up being $7,000. And it was $50 here, $20 there, $50. In the blink of an eye, it was a bunch of money. So we got to understand the economics of everything. We're in a different economic time. It's a business.
Yeah. Come on up here. Give me your on the schedule.
I know y'all got a good schedule, right?
That cool ass.
Hey, you got
hold on.
Yeah, I think I said it though.
FYI, Pine Bluff they starting out with a SEC opponent.
Arkansas.
Yeah, Pine Bluff started out with Missouri.
Missouri. Oh, the Mizzous?
So far, right now, their schedule is September 5th, Missouri, September 12th, Alcorn, October 3rd, Southern. They're at Southern. They play State, and then October 24th, they're at FAMU. They're on the road. Well, they're at home against PB on November 14th. So I don't know. At least Pine Bluff got the major game out the way first.
The thing is, are they playing in the Southern Heritage Classic? I think they playing in the Southern Heritage Classic.
Yeah. Yes. Alcorn, September 12th.
Okay. Uncle Fred, what's going on?
What's going on, family, panel, chat? How y'all?
What's up, Sid, man? Happy New Year to you. I hadn't
Man, Happy
heard
New
from
Year,
you.
man. Happy New Year. How y'all doing? How's the
Man,
family?
doing fine.
Good. How
Trying
y'all
to stay
family
warm.
doing? They doing good?
We good.
Good.
Oh yeah, my
Nah,
mama go back to work this week.
do you? Okay. That's good. Look at God. Prayers work, huh?
Oh yeah.
That's all right. Yeah, I guess y'all want to hear my take on the schedule. I think it's okay. I think it plays some good advantages for Jackson State because you have a game against Tennessee State to start the 0 week, and then of course you'll have some games to kind of see where you're at, with the B2 school. So I don't really have a problem with it, man. I'm just ready to get back to playing football. I miss it. So and as far as I hear you guys was talking about the donating channels. That is correct. We definitely need to do that. I think the biggest misconception is that people, start thinking about the amount as far as pertaining to donating, but it's really not even the amount. What it is give what you can. You realize those coin trays in your car, you can go get a money order for that, and you can donate that to FAMU. These pennies that you have in your purses and your wallet, they take that as well. So it's not about trying to keep up with Joneses or watch people pocketbooks and things of that nature, because every little bit counts.
That's true.
What if you had 5,000 people that are associated with Jackson State University, right? And they just gave $1, right? Think about it. How much money is that? It's $5,000.
Let's be real, $10. Folks blow
$10
on. They blow $10 on some
that's. But see, you see how the numbers go up.
Right.
You see that? $10 million. That's what Starbucks. That's what is that? That's Starbucks. That's some McDonald's. That's some yeah. Stuff like that. That's one little download on your phone or something like that. So you look at, you might look at it as saying $10 or $5 or $1 or $1.50. But if you get the word out, and let's say you find 1,000 people to do it, that's more money. So, it's not about, trying to, like I said, I think that's where we fail sometimes, trying to keep up, with certain Joneses and things of that nature. It's not about that. Just give what you can, because you got to understand HBCUs are set up, if you think about it, by God. So God said, a cheerful giver. Cheerful meaning whatever you have to give it. That's all it is. It's just a basic stewardship. And the thing about it is HBCUs, they teach us foundational principles, if you will, on how to make things work. I know you guys have heard, and I know you guys have lived by before, taking lemons and making them into lemonade. That's just what we are, man. That's just men and women. I'm sorry. I apologize about that. But that's just what we are, my people. That's what we are. And what we have to do is, we have to fight the power that be. And I mean,
really being
it's
real
okay.
about it. We the trendsetters, for real.
Yeah. I mean, but see, that goes back to trailblazing, foundational principles. It goes back to that. Think about when you go on your job. Think about this. Mm-hmm. You go through your orientation, right? Then you see all these people in your orientation class, right? And let's say you're on the job for 6 months, you got everything in tow, you know, you got your wheels running, your wheels turning, but then you have someone, you know, that graduated from Illinois. They come ask you a question like, how did you come up with that? It's a difference. It's a huge difference. See, when you go to an HBCU, you miss class because you're on the yard. You know your professor's gonna see you, and they gonna
you
ask
ain't getting let in that door. You ain't
Yeah,
getting
they gonna
you
ask
ain't
you.
getting in that door.
Yeah, they gonna ask you. So, and then if you look at the trajectory, when a lot of us HBCU graduates, we end up going to PWIs. You know, I can speak for myself. When I was at Mississippi State, I was leaving the Capitol Party at 5 a.m., going straight to the library doing a paper.
Oh man.
And they looking at me like, what the hell? they look like, dude, I'm finna fall out asleep. I'm like, nah, I gotta tough this out, dude. That paper is due Monday, and I know tomorrow I gotta wash clothes, I gotta do this, do that. So, you know, I said that to say this. We just have to put our heads together. And mind you, it's not how much you give, it's just what you give. That's just what it is, you know, and just put your head together. And like I said, you know, even if you just go on your coin tray, that would be great. Put it in a money order and send it to FAMU, send it to Jackson State, send it to Texas Southern. Please, ma'am, please, sir. And that's how we can overcome, because we have been taught foundational principles, the way things work. So there's no biases there.
So
and just always remember who you are and whose you are. You get it? I hope you guys do, because, you know, it's a daily fight for a person like me every single day. Imagine being a black man going to work and you over about 16, 17 states, and 85% of the people that work up under you don't look like you and don't think like you.
Facts.
That's what'll take you back to them foundational principles of an HBCU, because it'll wake, excuse my French, it'll wake your ass up quick.
So, how about having FAMU on the schedule for homecoming?
I think that's gonna be a fun game, because the rivalry is there, the fanfare is there. So, you know, why not add a caveat as far as homecoming? I think FAMU should return the favor next year. Schedule Jackson State for homecoming. Let's see how it works.
That's well capitalized off of it.
See how it works. But I think that's going to be great. I mean, you have a great opponent. You know, you're going to have all kind of people in town, and then you have a rivalry like none other. So, you know, yeah, let's line them up. Let's line them up for sure, and make sure that the 100 comes, please.
The 100's coming.
Okay,
the 100's coming.
Good.
It's my birthday. The 100 is coming.
Okay, well, happy early birthday. Don't let me forget, too. Don't let me forget.
Happy early birthday to you, Troy.
Yeah. Everybody's birthday.
His birthday is our homecoming.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, with birthdays, you know, what Doc can tell you, and a lot of people in the chat will tell you have to remind me. I mean, Doc is the type of, he'll call me on his birthday with, oh, you know, today my birthday. Oh man, and it's not that I intentionally forget stuff. It's just Doc knows, you know, behind the scenes, you know, people like Dr. Carey, they know I'm very, very busy all the time. So, you know, please, man, please, sir, if I don't sing you something or don't wish you happy birthday, please don't be offended. It's always in my heart. Yeah.
I know.
Man, I don't
get somebody schedule.
Uh-huh.
I think I if I'm not mistaken, Howard is heading to Bloomington to take on
they play Indiana.
Are they taking on the Hughes? The Hoosiers?
Mm-hmm. Taking on Signetti in the game. Okay.
Well, hey, you know. Well, I mean, Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban cut him a nice check. So.
No, you just took the word out of my mouth. Sid.
Yeah, he's taking over the entire NIL. Read about it, Google it. Yeah, he's taking over the NIL.
Yes.
Yeah, he's taking over the entire attraction for their school. So I'm looking for big things out of IU.
And you really can't be mad at him for real. You know, when you think about it, like you said, any little bit counts. But when you think of the NIL at the HBCU level,
sure,
any little bit counts. If you help out, you can probably not have that billionaire influence, but you can have a millionaire influence, but it takes a collective effort to do it. And you have to see the long game. You have to see the vision that if you want your institution to be competitive.
I'm looking at it now. Yes, it playing
whatever it is.
It's spot on.
If it's,
you get it.
If it's $10,
that's it. You get it.
You get $10, $5, whatever it is. If it's money that you know that you are already gonna blow,
right.
Go ahead and give it to your institution, because one thing we can't do is depend on the administration to pay debts owed that we know is owed.
Right. You spot on,
whenever those debts come, they come. But for now, we gotta do what we gotta do, because, and I'll make a point to what you said. When you go to a HBCU, walk to that math class late. That professor says his class started at 8 o'clock. Walk over there at 8:05. That door closed. That door locked.
Oh my Lord!
Think you're gonna get in if you want to. Only thing he gonna tell you is you better check the syllabus. Good luck with it.
Yeah, that's right.
Because what I'm talking about in here might not be on them notes that you got beforehand. And when it comes time to take that test, I don't know what to tell you.
That's true.
We gotta make lemonade out of lemon hulls and lemon seeds sometimes, and it might not taste the way you want, but you can make it the way you want it. You just gotta put forth the effort.
Yes, it's the same thing. You know, it's just like, you know, when you go and receive the gospel on Sundays, right, at church, right? Some people may not be able to pay a full tithe, right? But think about it. They still have a collection plate going around, right? So we think about a collection plate, think about a collective. Now, mind you now, with this collection plate, everybody not putting in a $20 bill, $100 bill. Some people might take some out their wallet, throw a couple of dollars in, throw some change in, or give a 20 and say, hey, let me get $10 back. You see what I'm saying? So we have to have that same foundational principle that we're all discussing, right? And still put it in the collection plate. And that's how it goes, because I know that Alabama State University, right, is not going to send back a gift certificate for $1. They're not going to send that back to you. They're going to add that to the pie, to the pot. So we have to think about it like in those instances. You know, look at this season right here. This definitely should be a season. Well, it ain't a season for me, but you know, others that may, you know, have this blessing that be coming in these first couple months of the year. And you know what I'm referring to.
Right.
5%. What's wrong with that? You're getting back 9,000, 5,000, 7,000, 11,000, 5% of that. Boom, there you go. Easy work. Easy work. You know, so, you know, that's just stuff that, you know, we have to think about sometimes. And it's not to insult anybody. It's not to it's not to play the inferiority complex with anyone. It's just to bridge the gap that everybody needs to be a part of a collective of some sort. Absolutely. It doesn't matter how much you give, it's what you give. And then most of all, it's the intent of giving. And that's what makes us whole. That's what makes us HBCU. This is something that we have to do. The same reason how we had to fight to have schools, we need to fight to keep their asses open. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And what that makes you is that makes you a champion, whether you're male or female. And that's something that your kids can talk about someday of your legacy that you created.
That's
I'm
real
gonna be honest. Why is folks wilding out on Twitter right now and they got Coach O up in there? I know that man ain't got no sense whatsoever. Leave that man alone.
Yeah, I mean, the schedule is going to be a schedule. And most of the times what happens is those schedules sometimes be years in advance.
Right.
So we can't help. Sometimes we can't help who we schedule. And then also you have to understand, look at it this way, even for the people in the channel as well as the panel in the chat, the social media spaces. You know, B. Jackson State University is kind of not a team that everybody want to just be scheduled like that, all willy-nilly like that. So you have to just really think like, do I really want to schedule this team when I know I got to play when I face them? So you have to think some schools, they kind of battle between that. You think about when you have a FAMU and Alabama State, or North Carolina Central, you have all that on one schedule, right? But then you have an open date. Are you really? Let's just come on now. Let's think logically. Are you really just gonna want to just schedule Jackson State like that just because you have an open date? Just be honest. Not saying this or that. I'm just saying that's probably, you have to look at both sides. Look at both sides of the coin. That's all. Because that's just not the normal school that you would say, okay, well, I got an open date. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and schedule Jackson State for the Shoebox Classic. Really? I mean, really? So you have to think about both sides. And then, like I said, a lot of that stuff is, as far as scheduling, they do it years in advance anyway. A lot of that stuff is years in advance. And then also you have to think about the legality issues of it because, you have, a 2 or 3 year deal with the Tuskegee. Then, of course, you still have that classic down there in Mobile. See, that stuff is years ahead. Those contracts have been signed. And they still hadn't even been honored all the way. So, it's two sides to it. You have to look at, the emotional side, of course. You have to look at the analytical side, but you have to look at the business side and the legal side as well. So, yeah. So, like I said, I don't really have a problem with it because I'm just ready for football. So, and I just think those 3 games, it'll allow Jackson State to know who's starting and, to let you know who has the depth, where the depth lies for the rest of the football season. So that's my take on it, agree to disagree,
I'm not going to say anything bad about our schedule. I ain't going to say anything bad about FAMU schedule. Because like you said, like Troy said, having Albany State on there where your head coach just came from there. Y'all, I mean, what it ain't number 100-something miles from Eaton, from Tallahassee. And
man, that's a thankful game.
They don't lie, fam. You schedule wild as hell.
Only thing wild is it's the OBC and that Miami game, and that people need to understand that's not a function of FAMU, and that's not a function of Miami. That is a function of the ACC and a bad media deal. There was a time where this is how bad it is. Florida State is playing Florida on a Friday. That's only happened one other time. FAMU is playing Miami less than 6 days after they play South Carolina State.
Troy, I ain't gonna lie to you, my boy. You got the whole month of September. You might, out of 4 games, you might win 1. And that's September 26th.
Well, just look at it as this: you'll be battle tested. How about that?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
look, you see how I'm not look. You see how I'm not trying to let Troy get away with no excuses when he comes to the Jack. You see how I'm throwing that in there.
Hold on, hold on,
I
hold on.
won't
So
hear nothing. Come on.
hold on. So here's the thing about trauma. FAMU
Uh,
fans went through trauma for 2 years in a row, and
uh-huh.
trauma will make you lower your expectations. My expectations ain't lowered at
Right,
all. I
right.
know who the head coach is. I know the
Okay,
money
In
that they
other
well,
put
words,
behind this head coach.
hey,
okay,
in
well,
other
So
words,
September
what
is
you
bet
y'all
your
saying?
training.
eyebrows, Lee press-ons, chest hair, whatever you got, I'm cool with. Just
You
Well, I
saying?
mean,
understand, do not
well, I mean,
underestimate this coach.
Well,
well, I mean,
September
Yeah.
I
is
know a
y'all
lot
trauma
about.
month.
I know a lot about
What you
Quinn. I
saying?
mean,
What you
Quinn.
saying is
His first couple years, even when he was in high school, he came in. Couple 6-5 teams. Then that last year in high school, he went to the state playoffs, and then he did the similar things at Albany State. So we know who we up against. For those of us who know sports, yeah, we know, yeah,
Troy,
we know.
brother,
But what
you
he
got
said is
you
during
got
2
South
years
Carolina
of
State.
Coley,
You got South
that's
Carolina
bad.
State September 6th.
Mm-hmm.
You got Miami September 10th. You
That's a
got
check game. We
Tennessee.
just getting the check game. Tennessee
Yeah,
State.
I ain't mad at you. You got Tennessee State with a new offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, Matt Leone. Yeah.
Hey, but
I
but
give
but
you
shout
I
out
give
to
you the
y'all for putting
possible
Tennessee
on
State back on
September
y'all schedule
26th.
though. No,
I
but
give
shout
you the
out to y'all for
possible.
putting Tennessee State back on y'all schedule.
Oh,
That
100%.
was, I think
Y'all
that
needed
was
Tennessee State.
when you. So again, Quinn Gray is he's big on FAMU history, right? So there were going to be and there will be more historical rivals on our schedule. Tennessee State was a perfect opportunity. I'm glad they're on the schedule.
Yeah.
Probably would have been better as a neutral site game, but hey, them being in Tallahassee is cool too.
Well, I tell you what, speaking of neutral site games, that game right there, as far as Jackson State and Tennessee State game, that's going to make a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
It's in Nashville too. That's going to make a
Big
lot
money.
of money.
You got
They
your
did it
tickets.
they did it at the perfect time. Like right when that 0 week kicks in, boom, right before Labor Day, people going to be off. Yeah, that's going to be a money maker there. I think that game there should do 40 plus thousand. It should.
Here's the question. Do you have your tickets though?
No, I have my suite. I'm getting a suite at the game. Yeah,
Hold on. Let me back
Oh,
up.
you want to get easy.
yeah, I
Pardon
got
me,
a suite
sir.
at the game. Yeah.
Pardon me, sir.
No,
You
no,
have
no,
a
no. It
suite.
ain't like that. No, man.
You doing the Jeff?
No,
Hey,
man. This
Sid,
is
you doing the
something.
Jeffersons?
No. One reason why I did that is because I've only gone to the Nissan Stadium one time because I'm a big Chicago Bears fan. And they came to Tennessee about 3 years ago for a preseason game, and I went to that, and I
Oh,
liked
okay.
it. But the only reason why I'm doing it, that suite for this game is because I know people like you guys are going to be coming. So all you got to do is just text me and say I'm here, and y'all come on upstairs, and we can just chill out and watch the game. Because I'm
That's
going to be
good.
there. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely be there for sure. I think this is a good one, good atmosphere. It's going to be great people. I'm inviting all the HBCUs. That's
Is that
going to be a
Barrett
week.
Stadium?
It's at the Nissan Stadium at in Nashville.
Oh,
It's right.
Nashville. Nashville.
It's right
Oh,
downtown.
yeah. Where the Titans.
It's on the
Yeah.
back end of downtown, but it's nice though.
Yeah, where the
For sure.
Titans. I remember it was under
Yeah,
construction, man. Yeah.
yeah. They actually just built this parking lot and
Yeah.
this new garage. It it's like 6 different hotels attached to it, right? So what
Yeah.
they've done is you can actually go from your parking lot in certain hotels that you stay in into the
Yeah.
stadium. Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's bad.
Okay.
It's nice. Very nice. So
Nashville's a nice city. Yeah. I've
it
been
is.
there twice.
It is. It
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
It's just for us penny pinchers, man. The real estate there, man. It's too high. Even for me, man. It's too high, man. It's high, man. It's so high there. It's so high there,
I can
man.
imagine.
Yes, Lord.
Man, looking at this family schedule,
Alabama A&M, y'all might win that. Yeah, I'm looking at it. You might come out with 2 games in September. I think that's what Mel was saying. I think that was what he's saying. You might come out with 2 games this.
I gave him 2 in the possible, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you.
2 in the possible.
Mm-hmm.
I gave him 2 in the possible because that schedule.
Oh y'all talking about schedules already? Yeah. Well, I mean, let's just see how it work out, because I did like the way Quinn brought his quarterback with him, though. I like that because that young man can play, and I think he deserves.
That quarterback's tough for my
He deserves the opportunity to play D1 football. I'm very happy.
Yeah, I remember him.
He deserves it. He deserves it.
Where you from, Troy?
I mean, now I ain't gonna say he ain't gonna get hit. Now, I mean, the last quarterback that FAMU sent to the vet, we had to, he had to go sit on the sideline and think about it a little bit. So with this defensive class we got coming in, as far as a transfer portal, better be able to get out the way. That's all I'm gonna say.
I will say, man,
that's one thing about that quarterback I don't have no worries about. That's one thing I saw live in the living color. When he decided to get somewhere, he can get somewhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's why I said that's why I started off. I said I'm very proud that he brought that guy, because he had I guess what I'm trying to say is he has the talent level. He should have been D1 already. As far as his talent.
It's kind of like what Chennis Barrett did when he brought him, like when he took the job at when he ended up getting the job at South Carolina State. He had Eric Phoenix along with him.
Yeah, but we knocked him out the game too. So we got
I watched that one. Yeah. Oh, I know what happened.
We got G in the building.
G.
Let me say this.
Oh, G.
Let me say this, bro. That portal.
G, what's up, man?
Hey, man, how y'all get G in the video, the schedule? How y'all get?
What's up, G?
Man, look at him, man. G work on his SWAC star, Hall of Fame star. So G is he's the person you might want to hire. So but nah, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get back on the chat, man, because I gotta log in because I got a couple meetings I got to attend to in the morning. I'm gonna still be in the chat, and I gotta pull some little midnight oil.
Hey, man, do what you have to do. Sid, man. Happy New Year to you again.
Man, nice meeting you.
It's a pleasure, man. Just always invite me anytime. Just shoot me a text. I'll definitely be here if I can do it, for sure.
Good talking to you, Unc.
All right, man. No problem. Always, nephew. Always, nephew. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep pushing. Keep serving God, and serve your schools, man, and everybody just get along, because I mean we got a long road to hoe, but a short time to get there.
Very true.
All right, man. Y'all be blessed, man.
All right, you take care, Sid.
All right.
Hey, Doc. Quick question, man. Quick question. You gonna be at that? You gonna be at that Tennessee State game?
I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get there. Either being on the sideline or in the stand.
That Southern game got my name on the dog. I ain't gonna lie, man. I might draw the short straw on grilling.
Hey, Doc.
No,
Doc Hey, Doc, like Tremaine Jackson. Like you like Tremaine Jackson. Gotta get there.
Gotta get there. Hey, man.
I need to tap in with some folks, man. I need to find out
just
what
looking at this
doing.
FAMU. When is homecoming? FAMU.
UAPB.
Oh.
That's a 3. There's a 3-game home stretch there. That's just pure money. It is money gold. Like they knew what they was doing when they set this schedule up. Pure money gold. You got homecoming. What's that next game after? Homecoming Southern. The homecoming and Southern game, man. We gonna do numbers. We gonna do Perry Street numbers.
Troy,
Southern is gonna be big.
Troy, let me ask you a question. How you feel about that Florida Classic, bro?
This shit, you know what? Florida Classic was so bad. I'm going down to Vero Beach for the Andre Dawson Classic to get some kind of get back in baseball. That's how
great.
bad it was.
That's great.
We ain't gonna get them in basketball. I realize that, but we're gonna get them. We're gonna get them.
FAMU have a hell of a schedule, bro. I mean, looking at it, y'all end the year with Valley and Bethune. And
two teams you lost to. Ooh.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, like y'all gotta spin a block. At least
Understand
twice.
Understand who Quinn is. Understand who Quinn is. Quinn is who he is. It's gonna be all gas, no brakes. From home, probably the whole season, but from homecoming on for sure. For sure, it's gonna be all gas, no brakes. Because of what happened in the past. Because this alumni base, this fan base, don't let nobody forget that we had the wrong coach.
Hey man, I love watching that meeting.
Y'all scheduled y'all ain't got no rest in October from October to the end of November
at all. Like you gotta pull some magic out of your hat.
First thing we got to do. Like I'm not calling Auburn State a foregone conclusion because that'll be taking advantage of anybody. But after the Albany State game, the entire season will be determined based on the South Carolina State game. That determines how tough your team is because of who that coach is, where you playing, what happened last year. Like last year, we didn't score 10 points in the Orange Blossom Classic.
I remember that.
That's crazy. So that determines the season. And like I said again on Fangs Up podcast tonight, we win that game. Troy does not believe in rational fans, and Media Troy will give you all the analytics you want up and down all day long. Regular Troy, we win Orange Blossom Classic. Like I think we're gonna win. Yeah, I'm gonna be adding people betting eyebrows.
I mean, truth be told, so, and then Bethune-Cookman's schedule ain't too easy either. They open up with Central Florida on September 3rd on Thursday night.
Yeah, but they got a tough game with Stetson. And a lot of people don't believe that game is going to be tough. Stetson got ballers that are not on scholarship.
Right, and it's at home. They got Stetson at home. And then you turn right around. A couple weeks later, you play Bama State. Then you follow up with A&M. Then you follow up with Jackson State and Southern. And then you hit A&M or FAMU in the Florida Classic. So I commend Bethune. We'll go ahead and get that FBS game out the way. First game of the year. Bro,
damn,
the rest of that schedule.
They did Bethune did something that was in their best interest. Every time they play Miami as their FBS opponent, they get major injuries.
Yeah, September 3rd. I see.
They still play Miami this year?
Based off what I'm looking at, they open up with Central Florida on September 3rd.
Yeah.
And they follow up with Stetson at home.
Okay, yeah. So they got them getting Miami off the schedule gives them a break that they've needed for the last few years. Because they come out of that game with a lot of injuries every time. I think 2 years ago they lost 3 quarterbacks in that game.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna schedule that game, it's best to go ahead and get it at the beginning of the year and not third or fourth game of the year. Because now when you go into conference play, you're already out. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're gonna lose one or two quarterbacks, I prefer to lose them the first, second week of the year. Possibly get some recovery time with some other games, and then have them to be able to come back, later in the year. But if they get injured third, fourth, or fifth game in the year, then you can go ahead and wrap your season up. I respect them for it. Troy, I'm just letting you know, brother. I'm gonna be praying for FAMU. I'm gonna be praying for them hard
until they play Bama.
Oh, absolutely. it will be no prayer. Somehow my lifeline to God will be disconnected.
What Troy? Hold on. What he said in the movie? Sergio gonna be okay. Sergio got 6 kookaroos. I'm gonna be okay.
I'm just saying.
Listen, I know what I went through last year. That man told me not to ask him about his quarterback, and I had to ask him about his quarterback every week.
Set you up for failure, bro. Set you up for failure.
So, what I had last year and what I know I got coming in this year, I'm okay. It's a difference between going, I don't know, man. This sketch. Remember, this the guy that went to homecoming missing an eyebrow. So believe me when I tell you, I feel way more confident in this season coming up in February than I ever felt the last 2 years.
Hey, look, Troy. Zach said, I need to know how many FAMU wins.
I seen Zach. Zach trying to start trouble all the time.
Hey,
Zach the next thing Zach gonna do is say Tom Brady is the GOAT. Zach be trying to get me to crash out. It ain't gonna work.
What's up, Blue? Happy New Year. And hadn't heard from you in a while. Yeah.
Man, yeah, the Jackson State schedule made everybody talk today.
I don't understand why y'all was frustrated. I'm talking about it was Jackson on Jackson crying.
First and foremost, shout out to Austin and everybody in his group for even making that video. Shout out to the players that was in the video with Nate leading the charge, and then you had Jared and Jared Lockhart, and I think you had looked like you had Sandy Cooks up in there. But the video, but the release, the schedule release video was a nice one. It had your little elevator music up in there. They had the movie theater.
The movie theater with the popcorn and
popcorn and everything.
Nachos.
It's gonna be a show this season. Like you gotta have the ingenuity. You gotta have the mindset to say, man, this is something I want to come up with as far as scheduling. Doing a scheduled release. Hey, we've been a standard doing this. Time for everybody to catch up, or I'm just saying. But
hey, Troy,
and then I had G. Then I had like I said, they had G on there.
Yeah, I saw G at the end.
Then I had G on there, and it was icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? Being a good sport. Hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But to have the schedule release, people was talking about the video, but then everything shifted to why are we playing 2 Division II schools on the schedule? I guess because the whole deal is, like I said, is to win the conference. We trying to find any way and every way to get back to the SWAC championship game and to get back into the Celebration Bowl. We're not gonna talk. I don't want to say nothing about Southern. They got what Houston on their schedule, but then again, you got Kentucky State and Louisiana Christian. Let's not go there.
Louisiana Christian, wow, I ain't gonna even lie.
Old Louisiana College.
Listen,
I had to get accustomed to that name, man.
We hadn't tapped in with Alcorn. I mean, I looked at their schedule. A little rough, you know. Alcorn opens up September 5th, Southern Miss. Then they follow up with Pine Bluff. I don't know about North Alabama, but they play them September 9th. Then they go through a gauntlet. They hit PV on October 17th. They hit FAMU November 7th. They hit Southern November 14th. And hit Jackson November 21st. Alcorn, I'm going to be praying for y'all. I'm going to be praying for y'all. You know, God is able.
And remember, they Alcorn last season started the year off on the road, four straight games on the road before they even hit their home game.
Yeah.
Hey Troy, have you ever been to the? I love watching whenever I watch the replay because I'm at work during the time on Wednesday mornings. Have you ever been to a 220 quarterback club meeting?
I have not been. I said I'm going to go, but I have not been. But I watch religiously.
I enjoy watching them. They have me laughing, man.
Let me tell you something. Your mom say that's your grandma that's going to give you the money when your parents say you can't have it before you go back to school. It don't matter they might tell you ain't doing the job good enough. But if you say you need,
I love boss man.
Yeah, you say you need before the meeting is over with, they gonna cut that check.
They gonna get you money.
So Miss Jackson always ends that meeting with she's so coming.
Alcorn opens up 2026. They don't play no home game, bro, until
Miss Jackson's transition, but it's left in great hands
right now. They're at Southern Miss. They play Pine Bluff in Memphis, and then the 19th they play at North Alabama, and then they play at PV. As far as what I can see,
they ain't finished the rest of their schedule yet.
Yeah, they haven't. But I mean, if you're looking at just based off of what's right now that's available, their first 4 games ain't even at home. So hopefully they can plug a home game in somewhere, because, bro, that's crazy. And I mean, again,
it's gonna be a night.
Playing in Florence is a small town. It's a small town that is probably 0.00001% black. You better bring some motivation.
So they go to Florence?
Yeah, they go to Florence.
Oh wow.
They go to Florence, and let me say this. Florence is not one of those towns in the state of Alabama that's conducive to HBCU culture. Let me say that.
So why y'all got me driving all through the South? Knowing I'm stupid, why y'all got me driving all through the South? Because the only way I know how to get to Jackson is probably going to be by car.
How is UNA's program now, Mel? Because it used to be tough in football. I just wonder.
Early 90s, they was set. They had
Bobby Wallace. They were tough. I remember that.
They won a Triple Crown.
They were tough during those times, winning national championships.
I think when they made that jump, I'm not saying it was a mistake, but when they made that jump, I think they jumped to the wrong conference.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out for them, or rather, it hasn't worked out for them. Let me say that.
I
but,
remember.
They're one of those programs. I mean, small town. Football is everything that they're about. So,
right there by Muscle Shoals, Alabama.
Yep,
it's right there by Muscle Shoals. Yeah, that's where that Fame Records came out. That was a big music ground and Muscle Shoals. Yeah.
Yep. It's one of those. It's one of those small towns where
Rick Hall. Yeah.
On Friday or Saturday night, whenever the local team is playing, everything shuts down. And
okay, it's that kind of town. Okay.
Yep.
You have towns like that in Louisiana.
Prairie got the hardest schedule by far in the SWAC right now.
They do.
They do.
And I hope
Your
I'm
make
looking
first
at the
4
schedule,
games.
Prairie does. That was hard. I look at that schedule, man. I'm sitting here looking at it while you
Your
all are
first
talking.
4
Man. Oh man.
I hope to make it more difficult. I'm just trying to help
So
Coach Tremaine.
like I said, your first game is against another Texas A&M school institution in Tarleton State.
Oh
Your
yeah.
second game is against Texas Southern. Now that game is at Prairie View this season. Your third game is in Waco.
My brother's
It's
alma mater.
Baylor.
Yeah, Baylor. Yeah, that's what he's coaching.
Your fourth game is at home against Stephen F. Austin.
They tried it. I don't even, bro. Their first 4 games. I am
It's
being
nasty.
so honest.
That's nasty work.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. The first 4 weeks, they're looking at potentially 1-3. Like, bro, you should have weighed the options and said,
I'm looking at the schedule now.
Take Baylor because Baylor got the bread, move them up, then everybody else, you kind of plug in some little schools here and there. Ain't no way. Because let me say this. I'm not saying that PV is not capable, but based off of what we've seen in the previous year, you have teams that have went into the playoffs. If these said teams are returning the majority of their roster, you just giving them a win. You giving them a win.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking at walking into SWAC play potentially 1-3.
But you remember that Texas Southern game is considered a SWAC. That's a SWAC game that counts because it's
that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying, I'll give you the Texas Southern game. I'll give you that. But the rest of them.
So before we start giving away Texas Southern games, do we remember how the last game ended? I do.
We do, but I'm just saying, like, I'm saying, I will potentially give you that based off of history. Based off of history, I'll give you that. I say you spin the block, but the other 3, ooh, the other 3, ooh.
I'm trying to think.
I got to talk to my guy. I got to talk to Justin and Zach, because I got to see what, and then with Tarleton State, I see who coming back with them, because, like I said, Tarleton is.
Was it Tarleton State that played a bad game early in the season last year? They had me like sending question marks to Zach. I think it was Tarleton.
I mean, because I agree with what Zach said. If they find a way to go 3-1,
Tarleton State went to Army.
They'll be a top 10 team.
Tarleton State last season went into Army and beat them.
Okay, I don't remember who it was, man. If PV has their quarterback coming back, is he coming back?
Who?
Their quarterback from last year. Of course, I can't remember his name now.
I see Tarleton is playing Bowling Green, Eddie George's team this season. I was just looking at the schedule while you all are talking.
I can't think of the quarterback name. Their quarterback from last year, who Coach Jackson stopped letting throw the ball in the Celebration Bowl.
Cam Peters.
Yeah.
Cam Peters.
Is he coming back or is he gone?
I don't know if I think he's gone. Is Blue, if he about to say Blue, Cam Peters gone, because
they're claiming.
Yeah, because
ain't nobody roster set because it's national signing day.
Last year.
I see Tarleton has Chicago State on the schedule. I'm on their website.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Cam was a senior last year.
Okay, then if he gone, I
I won't trust it. I don't even know what Coach Tremaine got in the. I don't trust it.
Okay, you say he's gone unless he gets extra JUCO year. He could come back.
See, right now. So treat him like the FAMU of last year. Prepare for that. Because I don't
hey man,
him.
That's like the third time out of Jose is gone, man. He gone.
See, and again, Tarleton State. Could they be cosplaying? Could they be cosplaying? Because again, I mean, I'm just saying.
State did try to, man. Tarleton State, he said he could pull a Shamar Savage playing legacy ball and come back. It can't happen. But Tarleton State.
Hey Doc, I'll be right back. What do you get me off video? Do you have to get off video? There's something I need to do.
Oh, you good. I got you.
Okay, I'll be right back. Yeah. All right.
Tarleton State, bro.
Tarleton State probably got. I know they got about at least about 15,000 students there. 16,000 students. Yeah. They only been D1, yeah. But they're trying to go, I think they've been trying to go FBS.
You see what I'm saying? See,
because the Tarleton State was Division 2.
See, that's my point. Trying to go FBS further lets me know that you have FBS talent on your roster. So it sounds like y'all are cosplaying at the moment. So don't take them lightly. Again, this is North Dakota State all over again, just in a different uniform.
What? Man.
You see what I'm saying? Because again, North Dakota State, I wish them folks from Fargo would say, oh, by the way, we would like to put you on the schedule. No thanks. I ain't afraid, but no thanks. Y'all FBS team playing in FCS uniforms. Y'all good. Try somebody else. I ain't afraid. But what we not finna do is line up against a team that has FBS talent that just somehow flew under the radar. Tarleton State the same way. And they got them first on the schedule. BB, good luck, boss. I hope y'all wear them shiny helmets. Wear them gold chrome helmets when you play them. We want to see you out there. That's what we want to see. Shine bright.
Go ahead. Oh man, again we got Andrew Body. Guess who's back? Everybody back.
Hey,
Montgomery.
Hey man.
So we talked about this a little bit, and for anybody that know me, please understand I love this kid's game, but I became concerned when the kid from West Florida went to Memphis, and I went, this is not good. And it wasn't, all the I can talk about it now since he done already went back to Bama State. But the places that he was rumored to be going,
yeah,
I'm gonna say this. Because of the coaching, I wouldn't have went. but because of the other services he would have got out of it, I would have went. The doctors, the rehabilitation services, I would have went. But the head coach, ain't no way in hell I would have let my child go there. So I understand why he didn't make that move. Now, if I didn't hear about any other moves, and there was some other discussions about some other stuff that went on that might have lowered his transfer value. I was concerned when the West Florida kid went to Memphis because that was what everybody was calling a late second, third tier quarterback. When that happened, I was like, this market is not going to be fair to him.
Went from West Florida to Memphis. Okay, it's kind of like Trinidad Chambers going to Ole Miss from Ferris State. It's kind of, if hope that's a great example.
Well, so this is the kid that was originally signed with Florida, but he had, them social media comments about black people.
Oh, yeah.
So Florida had to back off of his recruitment.
I remember that, man. Hey, Troy, bringing it back. I remember that guy quite well. Yeah, he got himself into mess there.
Yeah, so he's rehabilitated his image.
I remember him.
He's going to Memphis. He's a hell of a quarterback. Hell of a quarterback.
Yeah, I remember him.
Nah, that is a team.
Man, y'all got to replace majority of y'all receiving core because they all bounced.
Who that?
They did. Jalen Jones went to Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
It's a struggle, man, because I would have preferred him to stay, but I understand why he left. But in terms of regrouping, I think we'd be in good shape. But I will say, man, like in terms of the transfer portal, for any parents that are listening.
Oh, Jones going to Texas Tech?
Please. For any parents that are listening, please.
Oh, man.
Your kid may be good, but don't overhype them.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Encourage them to go into the portal, because what happens is a lot of head coaches, they are with the position that once you jump in the portal, they cut the lifeline off. So they ain't trying to rock with you at all. Like once you say, hey, coach, I'm out, then everything is cut. Like they don't even want to talk to you. So understand that when you encourage, because your uncle, your cousin, who, was a all-state high school player, but never played on a collegiate level, who is telling a kid who has gotten to a higher level than them that they are better than what they are. And I'm not talking about any particular player. I'm really not. What I'm saying is make sure that you're doing right by the kid, right? Just because it glitters doesn't mean that it's gold.
That's true.
Right? Just because a kid was a standout player at Southern or FAMU doesn't mean that they automatically attract attention from a Houston, Purdue, Michigan, Ohio State, and so forth. It's not how that goes, right? You got to understand that, because these programs, regardless of the money that they have, we ain't even talking about that. We're talking about the caliber of play, right? You tell these kids that, hey, you should be playing on the FBS level.
Oh, yeah.
Should be and could is two different words. So you have to make sure that when you are encouraging these players to jump in the portal, make sure they have the right tools to make it in the portal. Because again, if a player jumps in the portal and they have that do not contact in, that means they've already settled the deal. If you are in the portal for more than 3 or 4 days and hadn't got a single contact, let's be real. That means you might not be as good as you think you are, or you might not be as good as your family or friends have hyped you up to be. And I am not trying to discourage any player from getting in the portal. What I'm saying is make sure that the work that you have put in meets the name that's in front of it. Because again, coaches will find you, whether it be on a high school, college, or NFL level. They're going to find you. If you're a strong safety and you done cleared out every receiver who's across your path, I don't care what level you play on, coach is going to come find you because they heard about you. You made some noise. But just because you made 8 tackles this game, but you missed 5 the game before, guess what? That showed up too. So I'm just saying, in that portal, don't let the portal, because you're searching for greener pastures, because you think that you're better than you are, don't let it get you fooled, because you might be messing up your legacy. Because here's the thing, I'm not saying, because most kids that play college football will never play in the NFL. Let's just be real. But you can also give back to the institution that gave you an opportunity, whether it be a position coach, offensive analyst, defensive analyst, whatever it is. There are other ways to get into the NFL other than just be a player. I promise you, man, when I was on social media, I wrote a post. I don't know, man, it probably was maybe 8, 9 pages, post long or whatever. I did the math. How many players are in high school? How many players go to college? How many NFL roster spots are available? The math don't add up when you hear people chirping in your ear telling you that you that good. When you find out that it might only be 30 or 40 guys who might be retiring out. That ain't even counting the guys who just got cut from the roster. So you have to make sense of it. Are you putting yourself in a position where it is what it is? And speaking of Trinidad Chambliss, truth be told, I wouldn't waste my time at Ole Miss. This is a weak quarterback class. Bro, I can tell you right now, if he put his name in the hat for the NFL draft, the Las Vegas Raiders will be psychotic to take Mendoza over Chambliss. I'm just being honest with you.
And I literally hate it for the Raiders.
Talking to a Raiders fan up here.
I'm just saying. I'm saying
I'm gonna be honest, right? I'm gonna be honest. From a fan of college football up until the playoffs, you had a Heisman Trophy winner with 2,700 yards. Heisman Trophy winner. After the season, he was still number 15 in yards when he had extra games to play. That looked like J.J. McCarthy to me. I get he can make the throws. But the thing about the NFL is you got to make those throws all the time. You don't have 200 yards of rushing to fall back on every game. That don't happen. And all the no ball guys and telling me all the plays he can make, that is awesome. The problem is I ain't seen enough.
Zach Wild. Zach Wild.
You know what I'm saying?
Zach Wild.
See, Zach is trying to get me to crash out. Anyway,
I'm just saying though, like in the NFL, we talking about a mobile game. I'm not saying Trinidad Chambliss is the one all be all, but I'm saying we're talking about mobility, right? Who's more mobile?
Yeah, man, you said Arch Manning.
that can make the throw versus the guy who's standing in the pocket who can make the throw, but he can't evade the pressure. Right? So I'm just saying for the kids that are in the portal who think that the grass is greener on the other side.
No, mess with Beck for anything.
Make sure that when you decide to get in the portal, if you decide to get in it, make sure that you are making that decision because it's the best thing for you and not based off of what somebody else is telling you to try to get something out of the deal. I ain't gonna lie.
Carson Beck, I wouldn't fool with him.
Somebody offer me $2 million. It's kind of hard to turn down, but again, you get $2 million and you a bench rider, bro. The NFL only draft players that got game film. Players that they can actually scout. Just because you were good 3 years ago, you had a great freshman season or sophomore season.
What have you done for me lately?
Right. Because they're asking, okay, you fell off after that spectacular season and you haven't done anything after that.
After that, yeah.
Why should I waste a first, second, or third round pick on you when I can go get a guy for cheaper who has more stats than you?
Oh shit.
That's what I'm saying, man. So, when it comes to that portal, I would say a lot of stuff need to change with the portal, and I reserve my opinion on it. But just because you were good in high school, man, you don't need to be no advisor to somebody that's playing on the collegiate level. I'm just being honest.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Carson Beck going to the Raiders is a crash out for Troy. We'll try to break a crash out.
That's why I named Carson Beck. I said, oh man.
It is a weak quarterback class this year for the NFL draft. Drew Allard, from Penn State, Carson Beck.
Bro, this class is super weak, bro.
Nussmeier.
Bro,
Nussmeier from
Chandler's could literally walk in and walk away with the bag. Like, I get it. You want to go to Ole Miss and play another year, that's fine. But, bro, you could literally walk away with the bag because ain't a lot of quarterbacks better than he is. If we just being honest.
Y'all want to hear an admission? Here's an admission you probably never hear me say. I would rather trade the first pick to get us a boatload and Bain from the University of Miami to play for the Raiders than to draft a quarterback this year.
It's about Ruben Bain? Yeah.
Yep.
The defensive end? Yeah.
And I'm always never Ibis.
He don't
never
talk about Ibis.
But that one, I have to forgive some stuff.
I grew up on in the 80s and 90s. That's why, yeah.
That would be a bad move.
What about Keontae Scott?
It still would be better than a quarterback.
And
like
I'm sorry to say, quarterback. I just look at that little schedule poster. I'm sorry, but man, we put Montgomery, Mississippi. Oh my God, we are diabolical. We are petty as hell.
I'm all for it.
It's not Montgomery, Alabama. It's Montgomery, Mississippi. It's Jackson, Mississippi.
I'm all for it.
I just seen that. Oh shit.
See, Troy is waiting for a generational quarterback to lead the Raiders.
No. It does not have to be generational. But the number one pick in the NFL draft, that if that's a quarterback, that has to be a generational quarterback.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So you trade the pick out. I mean, because we know what you need.
A lot.
Yeah, you need a lot. I'm just saying.
I told y'all to go and give us Max Crosby, but he don't want to listen, man.
Geno Smith is aging out.
Geno Smith is gone. He gone.
Geno Smith.
Okay, so
I forgot all about Geno Smith, man.
You trade the pick out, but who you trading it to, though?
You
I'd
have to
make
trade back, right? You have to
$100
trade
million
back, and you got to
glass.
get somebody in free agency to hold the fort until a quarterback comes along. And it ain't got to be generational, but it's got to be better than what we just had just last year. We had to bench a quarterback to keep him from throwing 30 interceptions.
Oh man.
And your backups ain't no better.
Mm-mm. So you have to trade the pick out, get you a veteran, get you a whole quarterback room, get you an offensive line. And again, we have $88 million in cap space. With draft picks and cap space, you can do something.
This is true. That's what I'm
It
saying.
is. Hold
Like,
on,
you got
EA.
that pick.
Yeah, it's true.
Hold
I
on,
can tell you
EA.
the truth.
It's true. We do have y'all for home.
It's,
We have y'all
listen,
for our
EA,
homecoming.
it's my birthday. We go just come, we gonna hang out. It's gonna be a joyous time, I promise.
Come on back. Hey, EA, come on back to Jackson. Come on back to Jackson. EA.
That's what I'm saying, Troy.
You know, you all, you family.
But
Troy, you got the number one pick. You trade it out.
yes,
you got to find a team that got multiple picks in this draft to say, hey, listen, you can get the guy that you want at number one. I don't care if it's a kicker. You need a kicker. You can get him at one and shock the world, but we need this. If we are positioning Troy White as the GM and owner of the Raiders, are you making that pick?
In the reincarnation of Al Davis.
Under no circumstances. Unless there is a HBCU wide receiver that's 6'4" that run a 4.3 40, that pick is getting traded. Thomas Patrick Brady car is getting towed. We about to get a Dallas Cowboy style haul. We're gonna spend some cap money. We're gonna get us a defensive tackle, some offensive linemen, and a game manager quarterback to get us through the next season.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. There will never be another trade like the Cowboys did.
Oh yeah, no, that's why I think we're not going. We'll probably get. To be honest, we'll probably get a 1 and a couple 2s for that number 1 draft pick. We're not gonna get, no 4, 5 draft. We're not. That's not happening. That's not happening. But realistically, like I said, we get a couple draft picks, and your second rounders. That's your depth. So you get some second rounders. Hell, if you get another first round late in the draft, you win. That's 2 for 1.
You need a quarterback, O-lineman, receiver, DB, and the edge. That's what you need right now.
No, we don't need another edge. We need a defensive tackle. The problem is that our defensive tackles, you can just run up the gut on the Raiders. It don't matter who you got at linebacker, because the offensive lineman is on them. So we need a space eater defensive tackle. We need secondary, but you can get away with mediocre secondary if you got an awesome defensive line. And right now we got one dude on the defensive line that everybody double team. The dude that was supposed to be on the defensive line, remember, he went berserk, and the Raiders had to release him. So we got to get some defensive linemen, offensive linemen, quarterback. DBs, you can kind of wait on, especially if the defensive coordinator is who I think it is, and they're going to be playing that cover 2 stuff. You may be able to wait.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Serious biz. Let's say, now this is probably going to cause some problems in the chat and all that, but let me ask you a question. What if Cleveland comes to you and say, hey, we want that number 1 pick, but we are willing to trade away Myles Garrett? Do you take that?
Oh, Jesus.
Myles
That's
Garrett.
hard to walk away from.
Man.
That's hard to walk away from.
Do you take Myles Garrett for that #1 pick?
So this is where the GMs make their money, and the economics become a thing. Remember, Miles just signed that contract. So how much of that contract eats up our $88 million salary cap? That's one.
True.
A lot of.
I'm saying you swap. You swap positions. You move down to 6. They give you the 6th pick. They give you Myles Garrett.
But that means that you get rid of.
I can't make my other moves though.
You got to trade Max Crosby.
I'm not. So I immediately
contract.
Yeah. So the contract.
What made you think he was today?
Yeah, and then if I'm gonna be football, the fake football tough guys that the GMs think they are, you got a guy, Myles Garrett, that you want to question whether or not he really want to win. Everybody gonna take the money. Let's keep it a book. Everybody's gonna take that is your kids, grandkids don't have to work no more money. So everybody's gonna take the money. But I cannot take that draft pick alone. Now, if you gave me Myles and Shador, that gives me that kills 2 birds with 1 stone. I don't even need another second round pick. We trade back, get a second round pick, Myles and Shador. Yeah, I'll do that deal all day.
Nigga, they will ride in Cleveland.
Okay.
I wonder how Munkin and Shador going to work.
Now let's talk about this before we roll up out of here. What in the hell did Emmanuel Acho think when he said that Shador don't need to listen to damn Todd Monken because Todd Monken ain't never been a head coach on an NFL level?
Can I ask you a question? Is Samuel better than his brother?
Who?
Was he ever better than his brother in the NFL?
Who was his brother?
What's the other Acho brother?
Acho. You talking about those Acho brothers?
Sam Acho.
Sam Acho.
Sam
and Emmanuel.
No.
Because they both went to University of Texas. Huh?
Yeah. So he come from Fox, right? They sidelined him, but he learned while he at Fox. If he's this mayonnaise melanated figure, it generates views. But at the end of the day, fool, Google is free. Your family is Nigerian. You do have generational trauma. Remember, Nigeria didn't become their own republic until 1960. So you have colonization in your homeland for the duration of your parents' life. You do have generational trauma. You are not above slavery. That's 1. 2. And I don't like to use this word, but I'm going to use the word. If me and Sam Acho is in the car together and the police say, nigga, get out the car, you better get your behind out the car too. So as much as you want to try and separate yourself from us, you are us. Now,
I know about a lot of those Africans. They come in with an attitude, and they come to look down upon those Black Americans. I happen to notice the attitudes.
Everybody,
you bring up point, Troy.
What your boy say? Everybody want to be a nigga till it's time to be a nigga. But that being said, you don't ever tell a young quarterback not to listen to his coach. That is a perfect way to ruin his career. Because the first thing they're gonna say about a black quarterback is he is uncoachable.
and you gonna bring his daddy back from Boulder to Cleveland to give you a piece of his damn mind. Now, y'all know how I am about but you don't mess with that boy right there.
No.
Oh no.
Not messing with it. But
telling him not to listen to
my
his
whole
head
thing
coach
my
is
whole
a
thing with
failure.
saying is that he should have never said that.
That's that fuel of fire, man. Yeah.
Right. He should have never said that.
Yeah.
In the first place. Why would you want to set Shedeur up for failure and going into his second year? We know what happened with Shedeur in Cleveland this past season with Stefanski not wanting him and trying to throw the big ass monkey wrench into the whole thing because he did not want him in the first place. Because this was a GM call. It was not a coach call, was it?
It's my Barry. That was a Barry call.
A owner call. This is coming from the GM. But you needed that. Yeah, that was the Andrew Barry call. You said $29 million.
Barry. Yeah.
How many years he's been there? He's been there 4 years. He's eating up your cap. He's done nothing. He played one season and he's been hurt the last what? He was hurt when he got there. He was hurt and suspended when he got there. He played the season, and then he's been hurt. What? The last two, right? If I'm not mistaken, because it's been what? 4. He's been in Cleveland what? 3 or 4 years?
It's going on 4 years.
Going on 4 years. Okay. So he was hurt and suspended for one. He comes back. He played what? Did he even play a full season when he
didn't play
back?
a full season. He played half a season and was terrible.
Mm-hmm. And then last season, this past season, he was hurt. So getting Shedeur was to me, I felt like was a no-brainer. Getting Dylan Gabriel, I'm trying to figure out is what has Dylan Gabriel done other than being short.
I think that was more strategic than anything. I don't think that was. I don't think they intended to play Dylan Gabriel. I think that was just more of a strategic move, so other teams wouldn't have him on the roster.
And see where Stefanski is. Stefanski going to the Falcons, man. It's just.
No, you think about it, man. I mean, Acho to make that statement to say don't listen to your head coach. I mean, you're putting it in the atmosphere for a kid to fail. I mean, a lot of these kids are very, they can be persuaded very easily. And I'm not saying that Shedeur is one of them, but to put that in the atmosphere, you're basically telling this kid, don't listen to your head coach, do your own thing. That doesn't make sense. Like, you want to succeed because at the end of the day, bro, we all watch Any Given Sunday. We saw what happened to Willie Beeman. Willie Beeman got out there. Willie Beeman got out there, and he thought it was all about him. And the offensive line had to let him know, this is a unit, brother.
Oh, yeah.
We work together. Because, again, at the end of the day, these cats got mortgages on the line. They got lifestyles on the line. And in them contracts, they got little clauses, extra pancake block, get an extra couple grand here and there, make all pro, get a couple grand here and there. Yeah. So you can't encourage a guy to say, hey, go out and do your own thing, and your teammates gonna respond to that. Nah, because their contract is different.
Mm-hmm.
Their contract says, their contract says, look, you need to be all pro in this season up until this season, and you get said bonus. So you encourage a guy to go out, do your own thing. Don't worry about nobody else. Don't listen to your coach. Yeah, you basically slapping the guys who's supposed to be protecting you in the face. Nah, that ain't how that works.
Oh, and that's Emmanuel Acho, by the way. I got him mixed up, but that was Emmanuel Acho. Sam Acho is the one that is more successful in the NFL.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, these are the same cats that played in participation leagues. These are the same cats that's giving these cats advice that played in participation trophy leagues. They got a trophy just because they was on the team. Because at the end of the day, if you got it out of the mud with me, bro, we bled, cried in the mud, and we did it as a team. It hit a little different when I sign up on a professional level because I want to see all y'all eat. Because I know if all y'all eat, I'm going to eat regardless. I'm going to eat regardless. If y'all winning, I know I'm eating. Ain't no way.
And when you look at it, this past season, the last 4 games, Shedeur was trying to them last 4-5 games that Shedeur started, he was trying to win. He's not trying to tank. He's not trying to make a bust of the season. That boy went out there and was trying to win.
And you got to think of it, Doc. He didn't come from a culture of historically losing. No, he didn't. Like, he came from a culture where we was winning. So his outlook on the game is a little bit different. I mean, it might be some guys who, they finished middle of the pack, bottom of the barrel. It is what it is. They accepted the check. But this kid comes from a pedigree of winning. Being at the top of the
in high school, Shedeur was a 3-year starter, and they won every year. They went to state.
You see what I'm saying?
State twice.
So he want to win.
You get to Jackson State, had two winning seasons at Jackson State, went undefeated in one of those seasons in conference play. Played in the Celebration Bowl 2 years in a row. Gets Colorado. Of course, he had the first season at Colorado. He had his first losing season. And then that followed his senior year, turning around, had a winning season, went to a bowl game.
So all he knows is to win. That's all
he knows. He
ain't accustomed to losing. So when he step in and he trying to make plays, like, yeah, brother, I'm trying to show you what winning feels like. A lot of cats don't know what winning feels like because maybe they played on teams that was middle of the road. It wasn't that good, but he's letting you know, like, hey, I'm trying to win. Prime example, everybody on this panel right now, if Jackson State got the number 1 quarterback, FAMU got number 2, Bama State got number 3. All them quarterbacks want to win. All them quarterbacks want to win. They want to be top shotter. So that means you put them in position to win. The same thing happens in the NFL. You draft a kid, don't expect for him to come in and tank the season. He want to win because he comes from a culture of winning.
It's true.
Don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, I mean, everything has its growing pains, but that kid want to win. Well, whatever it looks like, it don't matter who's, in front of him. If Shedeur was playing behind Patrick Mahomes, I expect Shedeur Sanders to be the guy who challenges Patrick Mahomes to either step your game up or step off the block because I'm right here. If you're not that guy, you don't need to be in the NFL. That's what this is about.
A lot of people need to have that mindset though. Like
Facts.
when we at practice, I'm gonna get myself better, but I'm gonna make sure you get better too. And if you ain't on your A game, hey, look, hey, it's a seat back here on the sideline for you, right here next to coach.
Facts. You can hold a clipboard, my boy. I'm running the plays now, and it don't matter what position it is, whether it be punter, kicker, linebacker, safety, DB, receiver, whatever it is. This is what I'm saying when we talk about the portal and all that other good stuff. Like, bro, you have to make sure that the guy who is in front of you, or if you are the guy who is in front, I am trying to make sure that you can't steal my spot, or you're going to have to make me earn to keep my spot. That's what this is about. So when we talk about cats like Shedeur, like, don't get me wrong, man, I was never a Shedeur fan in college. I never was. I didn't like his throwing motion, but I take nothing from him. The kid is a winner.
Yeah.
He wants to win. Yeah. And at the end of the day, that's the kid that you want on your roster, because if he is saying, look, I ain't settling for just being a middle of the pack quarterback, I want to be the best of the best, that's the kid that you want to invest in.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to talk more about this. We're going to talk more about this next time. But again, I still want to go ahead and put out my condolences.
Oh yeah, man. That's I seen he transitioned from this life at 52 years old. I say, gosh, man.
Yeah.
I remember him.
So I want to go ahead and put my condolences, send my condolences out to Michael 5,000.
5,000. Yeah.
That's a legend.
Man, 2 years. That's 2 years older than I. I'm 50. Man, that's a gosh. Man, it brings you in touch with things, man.
He had his hands on some hits. I will tell you that.
Oh yes, he did.
To the family.
Yeah.
To the family.
That's he's gone, and I think back to DJ Screw is gone. Man, that's a gosh.
Yeah, like I said, that's my whole for Swisher House. That's my whole college mixtape gone right there.
Yeah.
Right. Still got them CDs. I need to listen to them.
Oh yeah.
Man, the Swisher House CDs, hey.
Hang on to those things, man. You never know.
We'll talk about this on Wednesday. Signing day. We'll talk about this on Wednesday on signing day. Yeah. We'll go do some coverage on signing day. Try to get out of work.
It is signing day is Wednesday. I'm glad you told me. I didn't know when signing day. I knew it was around the corner.
Yeah, man. This man left 5 kids, 2 grandkids, his wife, and a whole discography.
Oh man.
Just like Screw.
Oh man. That Houston thing was big. I remember Screw back when I was in at McNeese during the time. There were a lot of people from Houston that went to McNeese State. And, being close to Texas, and man, I heard so much DJ Screw down there in Lake Charles, man.
Man, it's because Screw passed away 25 years ago, and now and during them 25 years after Screw passed, Watts continued tradition, but with Watts, his is chopped and screwed, and DJ Screw was just straight up just the originator, the originator.
Yeah.
It can never be. You could try to make it sound like it, but it can never be duplicated.
Man, DJ Screw, man, I heard so much back in the 90s with DJ Screw, man. The guys bringing stuff. They were bringing it to us. I said, man, who is that? Hey, that's DJ Screw. I had never heard of him during that time. And I started hearing so much of it. I said, okay.
Yeah, But yeah,
it was hitting. It was hitting in the clubs everywhere. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a Texas thing. So.
Oh yes, man. It's out there a lot from Houston that went a lot from Texas that go to McNeese. Yeah, and Port Arthur and all of that, Beaumont, all that area.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, but yeah, we gonna come back on here. Might do something on Monday tomorrow, since I ain't did nothing all week last week. But Wednesday we'll definitely be on here Wednesday for National Signing Day before I roll off
And I
to
was in the
work.
dark last week. With
Man,
the ice storm. Yeah, it was a cold inconvenience, man. My parents and I were happy to get the power back. We did get some assistance. Went to a local recreation center. We didn't stay there, but getting food and warmth and being able to charge phones and everything else.
man, the little highway that's right here by my house. I looked out there and I was trying to see if a car passed by. I was like, well, it ain't changed. And I was like, that's the quietest I ever heard it, since I've been living over here for like almost 2 years now. But gonna get up out of here, man.
All right.
Appreciate y'all for joining us.
Oh, it was great conversing with you.
Definitely tap in.
Well, I'm gonna hit you up to get off this thing.
All right, Mel, man. Hey, Mel, it's great conversing. It's great to converse here. I say Happy New Year because I hadn't talked to you in a while, man.
Absolutely, bro. Same here.
All right. You all take care, and everyone out there viewing, the listeners and viewers out there, you all have a great week. Yeah, all right. Take care.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I'm getting on all feet.
But yeah, we got, man, appreciate it as always. This is a great show tonight. Tonight. Before we roll up out of here, talk about journalism, integrity, and what I've seen, renowned journalists getting arrested or photographers getting arrested because they are out there covering the protest, the ICE, protest in Minneapolis. When you see journalists get arrested, that is an attack on media. It's an attack on First Amendment rights. It's the right to free speech and everything. But I would say this, ICE, you're not welcome here. Don't care who you are. Don't care if you're trying to you working with them because you need a job and stuff. But you ain't welcome over this way, especially over here where I'm at, South Urban. Not welcome. It's just crazy to see things like this going on in the U.S. and them getting away with murder. I mean, that's just how I see what's going on. What I see to get away with murder. But at the end of the day, God has his hand on everybody, and he knows what's up. Also, tomorrow here in Texas, it is realignment. It's realignment day, so we'll find out here in Texas where some of your schools are going to be placed as far as districts, if they're moving up classifications and moving down classifications. We will find all of that out tomorrow morning from the UIL. And then on Wednesday is National Signing Day. So more likely what I'm going to do, I go to work Tuesday night. So Wednesday morning, I will try to get on Wednesday morning before I take my nap and before I take my nap, go to work. So that is going to be the plan, and see if we could get some kids that's signing, videos of kids signing and everything, and we could try to get all that out the way. National Signing Day is a big moment for an athlete, a football player or a basketball player, volleyball, even baseball. See where the kids are gonna go and continue on with their athletic endeavors, and also try to continue on with their academic endeavors. Because at the end of the day, you're still a student athlete. Student would be the main word that you would know. Student athlete. But we will have all that coming up this week. Also, check me out on Strike Season with Troy and the rest of the crew over there. And then on Thursday, we got the Gathering Old Men on Thursday night. I missed this past Thursday night, so hopefully we'll get all that squared away. But other than that, I hope everybody is stay blessed, stay safe, hug your loved ones, and love all your loved ones. Don't wait till it's the last. Don't wait till the last minute, and then the next time you'll regret it when they gone. Crash out on your kids and beat them out the penitentiary. Yes. And it's Black History Month, so y'all already know we're going to try to get some Black history stuff up in here. But I always say every month for us is Black History Month. So that's how I see it. But as always, y'all be easy. Be easy, baby. Peace.